No, 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 no. Give it a shake. Open it really fast and lick the air. Just. Will it stick to your fork? No, it's not sticky. Nope. Ow, that was like a rock. I just hit myself in the head with a rock. Into the hole. Boink. Oh, there's fall damage, everybody. Cut me off, sir. Sir, I need it. How do I take this guy down? Not like that. What if I jump on him? Can he stop, drop, and roll? Aren't you bleeding, sir? I'm here to help. Are you? And if you look at what AI is doing for, you know, for the people that are kind of losing their mind in psychosis, you end up going, okay, well, yeah, but those people are already kind of crazy, so they were already sensitive to it, and they, you know, it could have been. But then you don't realize how it's affecting you. It looks so gross. Why question? Because look at it. That's why. It looks like, dude. Tastes like chocolate pudding, though. Mmm, that was yummy. Fly again, birdie. Fly again. Fly. Nope. I was trying to help. Ah! 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 No! This place sucks. You know, if he'd have done it right, he wouldn't have had to die on the cross, or he would have had a lot more friends, or the Pharisees would have listened finally, or he would have had, you know, a better experience with his family, or a better experience with his hometown. Like, if Jesus would have done it right, then he would have had as many people mad at him, or as many people misunderstood him. All he had to do was explain it this way or see it this way. That's not how it worked. The plan all along was a man of sorrows, while acquainted with grief, a man rejected. You know, that was the plan. And sometimes that is the plan. You're not. I was gonna just say you're not alone. In your loneliness, you are not alone, because other people are lonely, but then they're alone. So you are alone in your loneliness, and we are not alone in the fact that we all are lonely. Does that make sense? That totally made sense. No need to explain. Want to play? Let me have it. What's your problem? Why are you blinking? I'm not. Capitals strikingly attractive. I'm above average, but I'm not a head turner. There's no way I can respond to that. That is going to get me in trouble. Nope. I have gone through the options. I've played through the situations and all the scenarios, and there's no way to respond to that in a way that doesn't get me in trouble somewhere. So I acknowledge it, and we're moving to the next comment. And I already shook it, and the lid was off. Oh, man. Oh! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. My microphone is pointing the wrong direction. Why the heck are you pointing that way? It's supposed to point this way. There we go. That's better. Hello, ukulele for worship. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Good gravy. It has been it's been a day, man. Holy mackerel, the last 24 hours have been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for me. Not so yeah. How have you been this weekend? I have definitely been, it's been something. It's not bad. It's not bad. I know I'm speaking in you know, vague terms. It's not bad. It's just that I feel like there's a lot happening right now, but then at the same time there's so much more I want to happen, and I can't make myself like it's all beyond my control. You know what I mean? Like there's things that I want to see, and there's things that I want to happen. There's things that I wish were doing better. There's things that I'm excited about, but you know, doesn't seem to be catching on. And then I'm like, you know, how much of it is in my control? How much of it is just, you know, life, time of year, whatever? How much of it is you know, what, like, how much of it is just from the past, like the last 6 months, completely like just stuff that is a result of the rough stuff for the last, you know, 6-7 months, and now just carrying over. So they just, you know, so like so much of it is beyond control. Hello 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐑t, good to see you. 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐃𝐄𝐖ing. My food was bad. Money feels like my cup is overflowing in a good way, or in a bad way, because usually that's associated, because you either got the cup of wrath overflowing, the cup of joy overflowing, or the cup of all the stuff I got to do overflowing. I'm assuming it's that, since it's to the butt, but it's yeah, it's so like it can, you know, kind of, I'm not sure, right? The like the taco thing, right? So you got taco training coming up, and we've got really cool things happening there, but nobody has signed up yet, right? So it's like, okay, does that mean it was poorly timed? Hello, Diana, good to see you. The taco training, if you don't know what that is, it's an 8-week, now 2 sessions of 4-week course for Christian content creators to be able to understand and kind of what their purpose is, you know, who their audience is, what they're supposed to do. And then the second phase is how to do it well, how to do it in a way that is you know, like consistent, and how do you keep the progress going, all that stuff, right? And so like we love it. We think it's our the best thing that we offer, but for whatever reason, whether it's because, you know, lack of time, lack of timing. Hello, Jace, good to see you. Welcome, YouTube. Good to see you guys on YouTube. Whether it's because of all that other stuff, or because, you know, like it just people are like, don't want to do it because it's like February, but, you know, January, and minus a zillion outside. Could be that. Could be a bunch of stuff. Could be that we're trying to charge $25 for it now, and that's just you know, a bridge too far. I don't know. Could be that we just went through it all. Could be that people are just done with like, I don't know. You like bugs? I hate bugs. Not a bug guy, Ezra. Not at all. So I'm trying not to, like, in a sense, I'm trying to put it onto my shoulders. Hi, Jim. And go, what can I change? What can I change, right? What can I change? I can change how I approach it. We can change how we advertise it. We can change you know, change the time, or we can change the format. I said to the taco board, like, guys, if this doesn't go, like, if we don't have 5 students by Friday or whatever, then why don't we change it up? Why don't we change the way we do it? We still think it's valuable, but let's change the way we do it, because that format isn't, you know, picking, you know, didn't good, and people want a different format, or, you know, push the book, or try something else, you know, all that stuff, right? Well, I'm not a bug guy. I detest bugs. I'm so scared of bugs, Ezra. I can't even begin to tell you. It's so, I don't like bugs. So that's the question. And then the YouTube channel that I've got going on, which, thank you for everybody who's on YouTube right now. Very cool. to see so many YouTube people coming by and saying hello. Very nice to see you. So like on YouTube, I just released a video like on Saturday. Sanju Bahai. Good to see you. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. I'm from the Great White North. So yeah, I just released a video on Saturday and it tanked. And the previous, you know, I had a couple videos do really, really well, tens of thousands, and I'm like, yay, I know what I'm doing. And then, do you really? No, not me, man. Holy moly, Ezra. So like, I've done, I thought I knew what I was doing. So I proceeded to release what I thought was a really good video. Like, I put a lot of effort into it. And then it was the worst video ever. And I'm like, so an insane conversation, right? Sunu's Kitchen Wall. I love that name. That's cool. Sunu's Kitchen Wall. So like, is it me? Is it the title? Is it the thumbnail? What is it? So I changed the thumbnail twice now. And so we'll see if that helps. Maybe my click-through rate will improve. I don't know. It's just so much. And that's kind of like, I mean, that's life, right? Is stuff happens, you're involved in the stuff, but how much of the stuff is beyond your control? How much of the stuff is from other people? How much of the stuff is within your control that you can actually change? And should you? Because like, for example, my back forever ago, my daughter made me eggs, and she was she over salted them. That's what it was. She put too much salt on the eggs, right? Hey, Chip. Well, we're not there at the brain rot yet. We'll get there. Don't worry. Yeah. So she made me eggs, and she over salted them. So the way that she compensated was to put more pepper on. She's like, well, in her little tiny little person brain, she's like, I'll just add more pepper, and that will balance it out, and then it'll be fine, right? Good to see you, Zoe. What up, dude? Man, it's nice to see folks from different places around here. Things are all right. Things are all right. It's been a weird time. I'm just talking about how, what is beyond control, what is within my control. And so she over, that was an unnecessary correction to something that didn't change anything, that in her mind, if she did it, would make it better, right? Because salt, once you've salted something, that's it. You're not going to get it back. It's in the food now. So in our life, in my life, in your life, when we have things like this, whether it be content creation, what you talk about, with content creation or life or family or relationships or self-improvement or all the zillion things, whatever that is, what is your responsibility? What is out of your hands? That's God's territory. What is other people's responsibility, and how much of it can you argue and fight against? Those are huge questions. And I think this little microcosm of my YouTube channel is a good example, right? I can put out a good video, I can create the best that I can do, and I can release it with a crappy thumbnail so nobody actually likes it. That's a me thing. So if I change it and the thumbnail is really good, but I still don't get anything, that's like, what does that mean? I change it all around, change all the tag, do everything I can do in my power. I feel like I'm done the right thing, but nobody comes. So is that a YouTube thing, right? So that's the algorithm hasn't picked you up thing. That's the zeitgeist isn't really talking about that right now, or that's oversaturated, or nobody cares, nobody's punching that in. And so that is beyond my control. And then there's outside forces, like, for example, there are people making garbage content, there are people making addictive content, there are people out there just like hammering the algorithm so hard that it doesn't know if it's coming or going, which affects other content creators. Like, that's far beyond my control. So what is it? There's a lot of things happening. There's so many moving parts. Today, the plan is, what we're going to talk about is digital detox as activism and the cost of social media. So those are two really interesting things to me, and especially because I'm there right now. This is exactly where I am right now. And last night is a great example, because I have tried to fast, and I'm a Christian, so therefore fasting for me anyway there's a bunch. I'm the modern sort of way of fasting. The old way was just food, right? So for me, the big fast that I'm trying to do is from my phone, specifically at night, like after supper time kind of thing, or in the evening. I'm done, put it away. And I've done it a day, I put it away and I'm starting to read, I'm reading a book, right? Like I've got a book, I'm reading a book, and it's good. It's a great book. I'm really enjoying it. I've read it before. But then all of a sudden I find myself, I'm about to brush my teeth. I grab my phone. I start flicking through, shorts because, I'm brushing my teeth. And then I walk my phone to my room, and then I walk and I look at my phone. And then I'm like, okay, I won't sit down on the bed. And I sit down on the bed and I'm like, okay, now I just won't turn the light off. I won't lie down. And now I'm lying down and I'm, and I'm looking at my, like it is legitimately, it's gotta be addictive and I must be an addict is what I'm trying to say. Hello, Grim Reaper, and hello, Sister Rita. Sorry about that. Hello, Sister Rita. You misspelled Catholic in your name, just so you know. You can probably fix that. So like if that's the case, no, and the answer is no to Grim Reaper. He said, "Are you winning, son?" No, I lost last night. I lost. I was in bed, and I was in bed till 2:30 in the morning. I finally put it down not because I was tired. I'm like, I gotta put it down. I have to get up tomorrow. And then I couldn't sleep because, staring at blue light. And then I'm up till 4 o'clock in the morning, and my brain is just completely wired. And I feel bad, and I feel guilty. I feel, bad because the phone. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm an adult, I'm a big boy. I've been around for a little while. And so I should have the strength to be able to go, I'm not going to use this device. I'm going to put it down over here, and I'm going to not pick it up. I'm going to go read the book that I am enjoying reading. I'm going to go read the lie down and get the rest that I need so I can do the work that I'm going to do tomorrow, all that. And there I am on my phone. And it's not good. It's not good. So when I came across an article called A New Form of Activism, Getting Off Social Media, and then a TED Talk that we're going to be looking at all about the battle for your time, exposing the cost of social media, I thought, you know what? I'm in the middle of this. I know a lot of people are in the middle of this. This article from Psychiatry Today is like 3 days old. Like, this isn't like old stuff. This isn't like, oh yeah, everybody knows. This is like current. This is modern thinking, and like people are I read somewhere, where was it? Can't remember, but basically more and more people are getting dumb phones. More and more people are using single usage devices, right? Jim says, sounds beautiful but hard to get to today. It's often filled rather than lived. Yeah, I feel like I've tried everything to chill with my phone and it didn't work. It's not designed to let you chill. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. So a lot of people out there are using single usage device. For example, instead of using their camera phone, they use an actual camera. Instead of using the calendar app, they'll use an actual day timer. Instead of using the whatever else it does, right? They have like a phone, and it's just black and white. It takes texts and it makes phone calls, and that's like basically it. And for them, and it's a good argument, like, to reduce the footprint that the smartphone specifically and all the alerts and everything has in your life is critically important. I get that. And also because they have worked so hard, psychologically speaking, to be able to captivate people so that they want to keep coming back. Like just when you think you're done scrolling, something interesting comes on. Just when you think you put your phone down, you get an alert. Just when you're concentrating on something else, there's a link on the side or some kind of, advertisement or something that like pulls your attention away. Like, they are excellent. They are really, truly excellent at distraction and at making it so that you are compelled, right, psychologically compelled to do what they want you to do. And now, and not that I want to go full tinfoil hat mode, but let's do that for a minute. If you look at NVIDIA and you look at OpenAI, you look at any of the AI companies, you look at Microsoft, they are dumping gazillions of dollars. Like NVIDIA just gave OpenAI $20 billion so that they can, bail them out or whatever. Like why would they do that? Why would they create this bubble? Why are they so interested? And I remember watching something a little while back that said, it's not the AI they're investing in. Right? It's not like AI is going to be cool. It's going to do some fun things. It's not, nobody really cares about it right now. It doesn't do anything really, really good. Right? But what they are getting out of it is people are telling it their darkest secrets, talking about relationships, talking about their, their psychological makeup, asking, deep questions, all kinds of questions, like things you wouldn't tell anybody else. You're asking ChatGPT because it's private, and all this stuff gets sent up to the cloud, the model, whatever, the LLM, and then it's amalgamated and then spit back out. The reason they're investing is because they're getting so much out of the data mining of society that they can create products and they can create websites and they can create media and they can create whatever that literally just grabs onto your mind, and they're getting better and better and better and better at it. And so one of the reactions from Gen Z, literally Gen Z, is to go, you can't, no, I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you do it. Thank you for the alert. Appreciate it. And thank you for the sub. If it's free, you're the product. Okay, every time you're online, and if it's free, you're the product. So like anybody who's like, can you believe that Google Mail is stealing our data and reading our emails? Like, yes, I can. Why can't you? Like did you think they were giving it to you as charity? Did you think that they were giving you email because they are just such nice people? No, they are doing it to mine your data. If it's free, you're the product. Repeat after me. If it's free, you're the product. And so therefore, yeah, OpenAI, most of the customers, 90% of the customers are free, right? They're not paying for it. And so what are they contributing? Why would they give that away for free? Because they're training the model, right? Why would NVIDIA invest bazillions of dollars into this? So much so that for the first time in forever, they are not going to be making a new video card next year. They're not going to be releasing like a 6000 series. They're just not. They're going to stop. Why? Because they are so invested in AI, and all of the RAM and all of the technology is going into AI stuff that they're just like, you know what? We don't make enough money with the video cards, so we're just gonna not make any. And so next year they're not going to make video cards. That's how invested they are. Why would they stop doing that? Because they're getting something out of it that is incredibly valuable. Well, if it isn't money, what is it? It's you, right? It's your mind and your attention and your information and your psychology and your relationships and all that stuff, right? All that stuff. Ignoring all the terms and conditions and their updates is biting folks in the butt. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? Like there's only a few states, I think, that they've actually, or countries, I mean, maybe, that they've said, this is, my brain, come on. You have to have terms and conditions that people can understand. It can't be just legalese for 20 million pages, right? There are a couple places I've seen that actually have that law, right? They have a law that says people need to understand what the heck they're signing, which I think is great. But people still don't read it. Like, we still don't read it. We just say, okay, we assume the worst. I think some people just assume the worst. They're going to steal my data. I don't own anything. All my video games can be taken away from me. All of my, books that I bought can be taken away from me. All the movies that I watch can be taken away from me. I get it. And they're mining my data. Nothing I can do about it. I want to watch The Office. I want to listen to music. I want to play video games. Okay, what you going to do, right? What you going to do? Well, and the response from Gen Z, and this is what we're going to get into, is to unplug from the system. Also, thank you for the hype train, guys. I really appreciate that. I have a hype train animation that I'm building, and it's going to be fun because we were talking a little while ago about how hype trains should be more hype on my channel. They should be more special. So I'm working on something to make them a bit more special. That should be fun. So that's what I want to look at today. We're gonna start with the article because I want to show you guys kind of where this thinking started. I'm gonna start with the article. For me anyway. And I think it's worth we're looking at. And like I said, this is February 7th, right? This is not from 2 years ago or whatever. Like, I was looking for a video to put alongside it because I want to watch something that is a bit more, kind of on theme. And it was hard to find because they were talking about it 9 years ago, and I guess nobody was listening. But I did find a couple. And these TED Talks are great because they're nice and short and they're really, punchy and well done. So we're gonna watch this one's called "The Battle for Your Time: Exposing the Costs of Social Media." I actually watched a video that referenced this video, and then I went to watch this video, and I'm like, that's a better one. So we're gonna do that. So first things we're gonna do, jump into the Psychology Today article. This is a stream where you can ask at any time. I will keep talking. I will circular breathe without any spaces, and feel free to interrupt. Ask whatever you want. You can knock me off trail if you want, because this stream is for you. This stream is for people who want to come in. My name is XtianNinja. My mission here is to build an open, encouraging, meaningful online community through gaming and real talk and God's truth. And I'm also the executive director of the Alliance for Creative Outreach, where we train and resource and equip and help out content creators, Christian content creators, who really they need it because they're under attack and they're precious little support. Although more now, after the last couple of years, there's a lot more people supporting them. But still, we love them and we want to help them. So feel free to interrupt. Okay. New form of activism. Activism? Sure. Getting off social media. Deleting instead of posting on social media is an effective form of activism. All right, I'm going to skip past the key points because we can just read it. What is this? Problem is that everything has all those same terms and conditions, and you basically can't use anything without. Yeah, it's just that if you don't agree, you can't have it. It's like, well, I want to connect to my family. Well, where are they? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, even iPhone. Well, I need my phone in order to communicate, right? Well, they need terms and conditions, which means XYZ, right? What choice do you have? All right. It's interesting to have a conversation with Gen Xers about privacy. They generally accept the notion that public security cameras are an invasion of privacy, but miss the irony of constantly posting on social media exhaustive and intimate details about their thoughts, beliefs, romances, traumas, whereabouts, goings on, and interests, complete with pictures. That is normal, right? It's extremely normal for us these days, and for me too. Like I'm a Zennial, XENNIAL. So that means I grew up in the old world without computers, and I was right on the cusp of all the technology coming forth, so I know how to use it, right? So I remember running around the forest with my slingshot all day long, and I also, right, played the original Doom when it came out, right? That's my generation. And so, but today, it's so normal for people to post everything. And it's funny because for a decade now, at least, they've been talking about like the danger of Facebook, the danger of Instagram, people, losing their marbles, trying to, go to their doctors and say, can you make me look like this filter? And the doctor being like, what are you, crazy? No, human body doesn't look like that. You can't do that. People getting massive depression because they're looking at other people's perfect life and they don't have that perfect life. People who are addicted to any number of things, people who have posted stuff that was really intimate and they regret it later because then they get doxxed or they get, someone finds it and ruins their life. Like this has been going on for a long time. And so, but it doesn't feel like a lot of people, especially the Christian, not Christian, the people these days really think through. It's just so normal. Of course they own my data. Of course they you know, it's just part and parcel. Of course I'm going to be addicted. Of course I know TikTok's algorithm is chewing up my brain and spitting me out, but you know what? I like it. And you don't think they're being thoughtful, but then you read this and you're like, wow, there are some that might be thinking this through, but really they won't put cameras in their, you know, room, and they don't like Alexa listening, but they will literally post everything about everything, even looking completely like fools just so they can get clicks. Hey there, poker. People who have a perfect life don't have the perfect life. Nobody has a perfect life. Well, that's it. Your online persona only shows so much, right? It's whoever you want to present yourself as, at least if you're thinking it through. So they are showing you their perfect house, their perfect life, their perfect family, their perfect meal, their perfect, you know, vacation and whatnot. But they're not showing you all the miserable stuff, because that doesn't, you know, get them the attention they want. Some people go the opposite way. They show the misery and they show the yuck and they show how terrible they act, and they show what a jerk they are and whatever, because it gets them attention, right? There's positive attention, there's negative attention, but it's all attention. Same thing with like a toddler. If you have a child and you're not paying attention to them, right, you're going to have one of two things. They're going to go try to be amazing at something, so that, you know, daddy watch, I'm going to go dive now, I'm going to go, you know, jump into this, come look at the cool thing that I made, come look at my picture, you know, like they're going to try to impress you with doing cool stuff. Or they're going to try to get your attention by being bad, right? They're going to go break something or throw something or smash something in their room, or go, you know, go off somewhere and take something apart that shouldn't be taken apart, because not necessarily because they want to do the thing, but because they want your attention. These days is the same thing. You have attention that is positive, right? You're like, here, look at my amazing diet, and look at my amazing house, and look at my amazing life, and look at how funny I am, and how, you know, how successful I am, whatever. And you have people who are like, I'm going to be a jerk to everyone's society. I'm going to, you know, degrade myself in a dozen ways. I'm going to show that I'm a complete psychopath. Or sociopath, right? Like, I'm going to be one of those alpha bros who just is clearly a sociopath, and just, that's what I want to show you. And both sides are getting attention, because the object isn't to improve the world. The object is to get attention. I think the perfect social media life image contributes a lot to divorce numbers rising as couples see the fake contrast. I think some of it also is I guess the Instagramification of relationships, right? Like, there is I want the perfect guy, or I want the perfect girl, and I want her to look like this, or him to look like this, or him to, you know, and you find this person, and instead of it being like, are we connected? You know, do we care about the future together? Do we want to, you know, are we pulling in the same direction? Do we have the same spiritual consideration? Do we have the same, you know, do we have compatible families? Like any of that, like, proper stuff you should think about. They think, this person really is going to make me look good. This person is really going to bring a nice experience to my life, and it's going to look cool online when I show it. And that can't, you know, you can't sustain that, because something's going to happen. That person's going to get less attractive, that person's going to lose their money, that person is going to get bored with you, or they're going to get same, because that's exactly what you do. It's something you consume. You get bored with it. And so if you consume your spouse, consume women, consume men, consume media, consume friends, because they are for you, and then you get rid of them when you're done with them, you're going to do that with your spouse as well. Because as long as they're feeding you, as long as they are interesting, as long as they continue to give you whatever dopamine hit that you want, then okay, cool. But as soon as they stop, you know, it's like, wow, now I have to trade up. It's like, I got to go to get the new iPhone because this one's running a little slow. Do you need one? No, that's what I want, because then I'll feel better. And that's what people treat their marriages like that, for sure. And it does have connection to online stuff. I feel like online isn't where it started. School clicks, social standing. I mean, the human condition is the issue. You're absolutely right. This isn't something invented by social media. It is exacerbated by social media. This isn't like, have people always looked for, you know, attention this way? Yeah, they have. Have there always been people who faked it? Yeah, there have, you know, like people who go to school and they do their best, and you try to become, you know, super smart, but at home things are falling apart. They don't want to say anything, or they're in their head, they're, you know, their mental health like problems like crazy, and they're just kind of barely hanging in there, right? But that, yeah, been like that forever. Families who like, I mean, look at some countries are like, oh, I'm having a daughter, let's kill that daughter because doesn't look as good as if we have a son, right? Like this is something that has happened forever, and social media just lets it happen in real time, extremely quickly, and on a mass scale, right? It when I got all those views for my YouTube videos, a lot for a couple, you know, I'm like, I figured it out. I'm a cool boy. The internet loves me, and I'm a smart boy, and and then when I released this last video and it tanked, normally what I would do is I would just, okay, you know what, I'm used to only getting a couple hundred views, and you know, we'll just here, you know, I'll make another one. It's for me to put out into the world because I believe it's valuable, and because I want, you know, people within my community like Taco to be able to see this and help content creators. That's what it's for, right? So there you go, boom. But because I'd had that success already, because I had seen some numbers, it hurt, you know, it hurt. And so what's the temptation? Well, the temptation is, well, what if I go back and I do what I did before? What if I go back, you know, how can I squeeze some views out of whatever I had already happened, but still try to keep with my own thing? You can't do it because it's not what I was creating, but it is very tempting, right? To try to capture that attention by selling out the mission. Definitely something that tempted me, right? All right. Are people turning away from social media? But that tide might be finally slowly turning. My Gen Z students have recently been the ones telling me about social media cleanses. Anybody who's been on a cleanse? I have tried cleanses. I've done fasts in the past of food. Hi, Swag. Like I've fasted. Like, am I addicted to coffee? No. I'm gonna go and gonna try. See if I can get off coffee. Like, how much coffee can I remove from my life before I hate it? I hate myself. And turns out, you know, I stopped for 8 months, and now I know, okay, I'm not addicted to coffee, and then I started drinking coffee again. It's like, wasn't a big deal. People are doing that from a non-religious perspective, you know, calling it cleanses. 3-week break from Facebook, pretty nice. Yeah. So what got you back? Like what was is it just I needed family news, or like what brought you back? I've just deleted some social media apps and accounts. Yeah, dumb phoning your phone, your smartphone is a big trend, and I love it. I think it's great. The problem with dumb phoning your phone is, you know, if you built a habit that is like, whenever I'm bored, or whenever I'm in the car, or whenever I'm waiting for someone, or whenever I'm before a meal, or whenever I'm brushing my teeth, I look at my phone. When you aren't doing that, it becomes difficult. Like, what do I do with myself then? Right? Like, it's I stand there brushing my teeth, and it's such a habit that I'm like, wow, I could just be looking at shorts. I could, you know, maybe I'll learn something if I lie to myself. Maybe I can learn something. But no, it's so now you're standing there like, I don't know what to do with myself. Right? I don't want to. It's like minus 27 degrees outside, so I'm not going out there. Right? It's I spent all my time sitting in front of my computer. Don't really want to go there. I don't want to eat anymore. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, what am I gonna do with myself? Right? I want to look at TV. Well, you know, I guess you look at enough TV, I guess, but that's not much different. And so it's just like, what do you do? And I have not built the experience, or like built the well, and it is not lost on me. Pronounced dead. You're not. Yeah, it's not lost on me that we're doing this here. Like it to me anyway shows a lack of my own personal maturity, I guess you'd say. Lack of maturity, because I should have hobbies. I should have things that I can go pick up and do. Things that, like, projects that are in the works. Things that are going to be fun, or things that need to be cleaned or whatever. But I just don't. So I'm just gravitating toward this phone because it immediately solves all those problems. Now I can just have it feed me. And it's not, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that's a bad thing. But that's what this that cleanses, whereby they take a break for all prescribed duration and grayscaling their socials. This is a new one to me. I've never heard of this. Because it was part of a fast, breaking free from doom scrolling. Okay, there you go. Yeah, fire out. Most things on TV you could care less about. I watch anime. Like, I almost exclusively watch anime. I watched the Super Bowl yesterday because that's sort of my tradition. It's funny, nobody around does. Like, my son, he works like customer service, and he's like, nobody this week that I talked to is watching the Super Bowl. We might be the only people in my town who's watching the Super Bowl, which is crazy to me. But we watch it. It's an excuse to have taquitos and to sit in the basement and watch something we've never, we watch every year. I don't care about who wins. That was a heck of a blowout, though. Good gravy. That was an absolute blowout. And so it was fun, though. Like, I like it, but crazy that Green Day played American Idiot in US for the Super Bowl. I think that's nuts. It's just crazy to me. I was sitting there listening, like, I'm like, are they going to play American Idiot? Are they going to play American Idiot? And then all of a sudden, they start playing it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, they had to. You feel like it had to be done because that was like their job. That's why they were brought in. But at the same time, it's still crazy, man. It didn't solve problems. Put band-aids on. Yeah, it doesn't solve anything. It pushes pause. Like, things like that. Like, if you're lonely and you're looking at your phone, you're not less lonely. You've just pushed pause on that feeling, right? If you are feeling like you are worthless, or you have, some kind of problem, depression, anxiety, whatever, and you're using your phone to cope, you're not dealing with the issue. You're just hitting the pause button, and that can later you're like, I'll just feel this later. Problem is, it starts oozing and be infestering, and it's not good for you, and you end up feeling worse afterwards because that emotion should have been dealt with, and you're just kind of keep hitting the pause button, right? It doesn't actually deal with it. It doesn't help. It just pushes pause on that bad feeling. Anime is the only thing I have an attention span for. I watch YouTube on TV. I can tell you what Bud watched that day. Doom watching. Well, and that not. I agree. So I will watch. There's like 2 or 3 accounts. Like, I'll watch Donkey, I'll watch Game Ranks, I'll watch, who else do I watch? That might be literally it. There's a few people that maybe I'll look at if I am bored out of my mind. But other than that, I turn on Crunchyroll, and that's what I watch. Because I'm so sick of Western media. It's so manipulative and gross and samey and boring, just yuck. And so I got rid of, I don't, ugh. So I just watch anime, and it's, is it all, art? No. Some of it's really good, though. Like, I'm watching Cursed to be a Hero. I think it's called Cursed to be a Hero. Not cursed. Sentenced to be a Hero. It's good. I like it. I feel called out, Jim. That's funny. All right, so grayscaling. Who's heard of grayscaling? I've never heard of this, which is grayscaling your socials so you color images are turned black and white to make them less eye candy-esque and all around having better cell phone etiquette, such as putting it away during class or turning it off at night. I've never heard of this, right? I've never heard of this. The grayscaling. Like, is it a thing online? I don't know. I've never heard of that. Watching Attack on Titan, that is a bridge too far for me. The uncanny valley is so gross, and the story is so depressing that I just can't. It is 40 miles of bad road, and that's it. Nope, I'm good. I admit that I really prefer the junk food anime. Hit me with a rom-com, or like the thing I'm enjoying the most right now is We're Polar Opposites. That's a fantastic anime. That's exactly what I need in my life right now. Attack on Titan is the opposite of what I need in my life. Grayscaling is interesting. I kind of an interesting idea that you'd only release black and white. Actually, I wonder if that would work the opposite, though. Like, if I saw a black and white video or a photo, I'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. How trendy. Basically, need to be an interesting idea. It's an iPhone. Oh, I went the other way. I see what you're talking about. I went the other way. I thought they were, when they posted, they turned their it black and white. You're saying, and I think you're right, because I have heard that before, your phone turns black and white. And so now you're looking at the images in black and white. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're as the consumer, you're seeing it in black and white. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I would like to repair my IRL house, but budget and lack of good handyman is the issue. So yeah, I do it in, well, now hightail. Yeah. And just, not that I'm against video games. I'm not against anime. I'm not against, even the use of social media. It can be used in a positive way. Problem is that we have to recognize, like Could was saying earlier about terms and conditions. We have to realize that we're the product. We have to realize that it is addictive by nature. It's like pop, right? Some people can take pop, have a drink, and then leave it alone. Some people wake up every day and have a 2-liter Coke because if they don't, they can't function in life, right? The pop isn't the issue. It's how you're using it. Makes your whole phone black and white. I think that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna write down, make my phone black and white. I'm gonna try that for a little while. Maybe that'll help. Make phone BW. Yeah, let's try that. That should be fun. If that helps, then that'd be great. Dude, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, have a good one. Hit the subscribe button if you want to help me out there, pronounce that. Appreciate that. Okay, let's eye candy ask. I guess that would too. Like if you're watching TikTok on mute in black and white, that would make it a lot less interesting. Yeah, I can handle that. This movement is long overdue and most welcome. Psychologists and other researchers have for quite some time been warning about the addictive nature of social media activity. Like the likes, the pings, the notifications are like little hits of heroin for the brain. And that's not an overstatement. That is like literally how your brain processes it. It's like, ooh, that felt good, right? That's how they processes it. I know for me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you doing that, Jim. I know for me, when I got that little bit of attention on YouTube, I started checking my YouTube app, not the video one, but like the creator one more, right? Hey, Abigail. I started like, ooh, I want to see the number go up. Ooh, I want to know if I got a comment. Ooh, I want to get someone, did somebody say something nice to me? Like, and it was definitely very, I was absolutely checking it a million times more than I ever had, because I liked the feeling, people being kind and saying nice things to me. Who doesn't like that? Phones enabled people to constantly feel seen, heard, important, and liked. Over fake, transitory, and self-centered these patterns of behavior were. We're going to hang on to that sentence. But not only do they feel seen, heard, important, and liked, but they're they're also in danger. I think of the youth of that are cyberbullied. Cyberbullying's been around since I was, in college. Like, just the moment people were connected, people were being mean to each other, right? Thank you, Blue Nico. Appreciate it. So it's a threat. It's such an, I don't know what parallel it would be that you have this device or something in your life. Maybe you guys can help me out. Something in your life that is super important, super powerful, connects you to the world. Hello, Jaden. Right? Connects not only to the world, it connects you to life. It is your entertainment device. It is your research device. It is your, I'm bored. It is your, I wonder what the fact is. Truth, your soothsayer, right? It's sometimes your Bible. It's your journal. It's a positive thing, but at the same time, it is the way in which people can hurt you immediately, and that take your stuff and can manipulate you and drag you into addiction and fear and mental health issues and body issues and comparison issues, and like it's just like, and it's the same device. Like it used to be back in the day, you know, like back in the day you had bad stuff and, you know, good stuff, and you could kind of go, okay, I can see how the, you know, the bad stuff is, you could use a little bit of it, but usually it was like, well, just avoid that and you're fine. But your phone is not really avoidable for people these days, right? I need to take a picture. Like for example, every week on the Discord, I release a video now. I just, you know, and so I was in the coffee shop and I'm like, oh, I can release a video. Cool. And I'm here and I'm in a creepy place, so I'm gonna do a video, you know, and just do that. I couldn't do that if I didn't have my phone. But then at the same time, it is the exact same device that I pick up at 9 p.m. and stay on till 3 a.m. Right? It's the same device. I carried it around in my pocket for both reasons. Like, is there anything even close to that level of powerful? Like, I don't know, maybe a gun. I don't know, like a gun in the hand of in the hand of an outlaw or police officer or sheriff or something, where it has power to help the town, but at the same time, in the hands of the wrong person, it can hurt people. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything more powerful than a smartphone in people's lives right now, for good or ill. Things aren't reality though. Someone can feel seen, liked, doesn't mean they are, but as long as they feel it, they chase it. I mean, I don't want to get too semantical. Like the if you feel liked, like for example, if you go look at all the comments on that video, they're like, it's like 100 or even maybe 1,000 really nice things said about me. Felt really good. And regardless of you know, who they are or where they came from or what their, you know, what their attention was or why they gave it to me, it felt nice to be liked. I think we all want to be. Getting the hearts and getting the alert and getting the thumbs up and, you know, getting the views or getting the, you know, whatever from your friend. Even if you have a meme and you share it on your Discord and like 5 of your friends give it the thumbs up, you get a hit, man. You're like, oh, hey, 5 people said that I'm funny, you know, or at least you can assume that, and it makes you feel good. Is that bad? No, I don't think it's bad at all. The problem comes when you're pursuing that mindlessly, I think, right? When you're like, I don't feel good unless people are saying nice things about me, unless I see the hearts, unless the Discord says I'm funny, unless that, then that's where my identity is, that's where my self-worth is, that's where my value is, that's where my interest is. Like everything is kind of wrapped up in that. Phones enable people to feel constantly seen, heard, important, and liked. However, fake, transitory, and self-centered those patterns of behavior were. And that is the difficulty, right? This here, the fakeness of it, like that's what Jim was kind of pointing at, is the idea that are the likes really likes? Are they bots? Maybe they're bots. The people who are saying nice things, are they doing it because, you know, they care? Is it real? Or for that matter, like your interpretation of what is happening, is it good? Like, are you there? Young women are a great example, but young men is too, but like young women want the attention of men, right? Generally speaking. And there's lots of ways to get that. And the problem is they can interpret it wrong, right? They can dress up in inappropriate ways or whatever, and then they get attention, lots of attention, and in their mind it can be, I'm getting positive attention, they think I'm valuable, they think I'm attractive, they think that I'm worth pursuing. Wow, I feel really good because of all the attention I'm getting. Whereas it's a misinterpretation of what is actually happening, right? They're looking at you as something to consume. They are seeing you as one of many. They are not seeing you as someone who's an individual, but just like you know, a pair of legs and a shape on a stick. That's what they're perceiving. It's not valuing you. It's some instinctual crap. But because you see it, or because the young woman sees it that way, they believe that that's what they're going to pursue. And that fake transitory self-centeredness that social media exacerbates, that it makes bigger, is now compounded to people who have anybody, right? You can be at home in just a dump, like your house is wrecked, you're divorced and your children left you, and you're 105 pounds because you don't eat anymore, and it's just like your hair is all matted, but in this corner of your room there is hamsters or some junk, and you take a picture of that and you've gotten a little attention for it, and now you can be like, yeah, this is the value that I bring to the world, look, and it could give you that hit, even though the rest of your life is completely falling apart. That part is what you are. It gives you value and why you exist. Dangerous stuff. But the attention not only makes them chase what they think men want, but they also makes men think that's who the woman is, and well, that's what I'm saying. It's wrong both ways. I'm not saying that the men were right to do that. I'm just saying that the interpretation, and this is what I'm talking about with social media, right? When I get the heart, what is it? What do I interpret that as? They like me as a person. They think I'm funny, and they think I'm interesting, and they think I'm intelligent, and they think I'm pretty and wonderful for me. Hooray! That's what the heart means to me, right? What did it mean when they clicked it? Right? Could have been a misclick. Who knows? Right? When they leave a comment, like that's the question. It isn't necessarily the intention given, but the intention received. Like, how am I perceiving it? Comparing cell phone and social media obsession to addiction was helpful because of the word's negative connotation in our society. We generally try to avoid addiction where we can, and the easiest way to deal with addiction is to not get addicted in the first place. With social media, this implies avoiding certain platforms that people say are addictive, or for parents, delaying giving your child a smartphone so their maturity and judgment might direct them to develop healthier habits with technology. This is why this is a positive thing. Seeing the Gen Z students go on cleanses and black and white their phone, and hello, Games with Hursty, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Facebook, yes. I'm so done with Facebook. I quit Facebook years ago, like probably 5-6 years ago. Never turned back. Deleted every friend I have. Deleted everything. I have an auto poster that comes from my WordPress that I never ever check. It's just like it was so gross and so manipulative and so not Facebook anymore, right? Like when I started Facebook was cool. It's how I connected with my friends. It's how we planned events. It's how I connected with my family, all around where they were. And then now it's not that anymore. Nothing to do with that. Now it is simply a machine to drive your psychology. They've said flat out, yeah, we did an experiment to see if we can sway the vote. We wanted to see if we could do it. Yeah, we lie. Yeah, we have people on there that aren't even people. They're just bots who are pretending to like people and be attractive men and women who are making people feel good. Yeah, we do that. Like it's like, bleh, like gross. You struggle to see, posts from people Yeah, and that's the thing. It's no longer what it was. It is, and I don't know how people are still on it. I really don't. It's so evil. How many times you got to be brought before the government and be asked, hey, how evil are you? And they're like, kind of evil. And they're like, well, stop being super evil. Okay, we'll think about it. And they just go find a different way to be evil. Avoiding certain platforms. I mean, there's lots. Like I think any platform could be addictive, right? There are probably some people, like definitely Instagram is a great example. TikTok is a perfect example. It's just so built for you to just get sucked into. Shorts, for me, I can watch shorts for 5 straight hours. I don't know why. I don't remember anything I watched. Didn't get any value from it. I didn't chuckle. Like, what am I doing for 5 hours? There's something built into it that's messing me up, right? Learning school about a saint. Oh yeah, what saint you learning about? Yeah. So I mean, I think could you get addicted to Twitch? I think Twitch is a little different. I think you could be manipulated by the people on Twitch, right? Like, so if you're really lonely and you get, caught in a thirst trap on Twitch and you end up dumping all your money in and all the rest of that, you know, like that does happen to a lot of men, young men, you know. Or you get on here and there's somebody who just gives you the strokes that you need by making you feel good and gives you the attention that you want, so you end up like not going into real life relationships, not going and talking to people that you need to talk to, right? You don't anymore. You could, but that's more of a person thing, right? That's more of a connection rather than a platform. I think that's different than the platform that is like TikTok, which nobody cares who they look at. And I think you just, what did you see that on? I saw that on TikTok, right? That's a platform. Nobody knows who it was. Nobody says who the content creator was. No idea. It could have been a content creator reacting to a content creator reacting to a content creator. Nobody knows any idea. But you're like, oh, I saw that on TikTok, right? Whereas if you're on Twitch, you'll say, I didn't say I saw it on Twitch. You say, well, I was in so-and-so's stream, right? I was in so-and-so's stream. And they said this and they did that, or we were talking about that. So it's different. It's different, right? I'm not saying better. It is better. I will say better. It is better. I will flat out say better. That's what it is. It's just, it can happen, right? Most of social media, all right, Hursty. Most of social media I use is for chat with family and friends, but shorts are the new addiction. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It is Pavlovian conditioning, where they are able to perfectly, using a powerful algorithm, give me exactly what I want, but not exactly what I want, so that I will continue to search like a dog salivating all over himself with getting the occasional treat. Literally, that's what it is, and it's bad. Here's the thing, knowing that, okay, I know that now. What am I gonna do with that? Well, stop. Easier said than done, man. Most of social media, even posts from my friends on Facebook are just virtue signaling for fishing and likes. Yeah, good point, Swag. Absolutely. It's gross. I feel like I'm the only one who sees through it. Yeah. Exactly. Like you didn't read the article, you read the headline and you gave an opinion. You took a picture not because you want to take a picture to share it, you wanted people to give you likes, you know. You like it's so disingenuous and gross. It feels so fake. And these are people you're supposed to be friends with. Yeah, I don't like that either. People learn to say the right things. Yep. And they learn the system, and it's changed how people talk too, right? There's a YouTube way of talking now because of how the algorithm prefers, and people watch so much YouTube, it changes how they talk. Like Unalived is a great example. You know what I think? The ukulele, but then I also think maybe some people just want to share their joy. I don't have a lot of IRL interaction. Could be, yeah, but I don't know. That's what I don't want to poop on it completely. I don't want to say all social media equals bad, because that's not true, right? That's like saying all alcohol equals bad, or all card games equal bad, or all all churches equal bad, right? You can't just paint everything with the same brush. There is value. All phones are bad. They're not bad inherently in and of themselves. It's the what are they used for, what are they doing, you know, get some nuance out of it. I'm getting targeted on Facebook by these ads for downloading app AI chatbots. Oh yeah, if for sure. It knows how old I am, and so it's like, hey, are you lonely? You know, like you lonely old man. Like, yeah, I don't like it. Are you a lot of it? Are you in pain? Do you need medication? Come on, man. I'm doing all right. Leave me alone. As a child, he was very poor, but when he was older, he joined a religious group for fame and money until he heard a confession from a poor man who was near death and made a group to help the poor. Oh, I don't think that narrows it down, Kirsty. I think that's probably a lot of stories. All right, let's keep going. Take a break from the negativity. More recent layer of social media. addiction that's come to light is how negative the whole social media world has become. We talked about that. There's misinformation and disinformation and vitriol and threats. It's exhausting. And often the panoply, I think that's how you say that. It means the massive amount of big collection of disgusting human behavior. The counter argument that social media brings us together around common causes and create social cohesion is a tired one and no longer believable. Yeah, isn't that sad though? Because what that says is, you know, like everybody now knows that social media hurts people. Vincent DePaul. Oh, that's okay. I don't know that story at all. Nico says, there's only one AI, I swear. My lord, Leah, too. And that's Neurosama, right? Yes, there's only one. That's what I say. They're not all bad. Some of them are Neurosama, right? Some of them are bad, though. Okay. What this paragraph is saying is that everybody knows it's bad for you. Social media is bad for you. It's bad for society. It's bad for learning. It's bad for experience. It's bad for relationships. It's just bad. Like, and the second set, you know, it's exhausting and often the panoply of disgusting human behavior. The counter argument that social media brings us together around common causes and create social cohesion is no longer believable. And I agree with that. Like, I left Twitter, X, whatever, a couple weeks ago because I couldn't stomach them being a device to take clothes off of teenagers. Like, it's just like gross. And so no, you can't have any more of my attention. I'm deleting. And so but leaving it meant that I don't have access anymore. So I can't read any of the vitriol or any of the fakeness or any of the bull crap that they have going on in there. I just don't have it in my life anymore. And I have not missed it. I have not missed it at all. Have I filled the hole? Yeah, I filled it with shorts, right? I filled it with shorts. But it's hard to believe that there are places online that social cohesion happens. Except, I don't know, man. I want to say except Twitch, except YouTube Live, right? Except live streams, let's just say. Do I believe that? Let me think. Like I said when I started this thing, the mission here is to build an open, encouraging, and meaningful online community, right? Meaningful online community through gaming, real talk, and God's truth. That we play together, we talk together. I'm a pastoral counselor. I've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm old. So therefore, let's talk about things. I'd like to help you. And truth, right? I'm a Christian, and I believe that when you're grounded in the truth, that your life is better. The truth really does set you free, which is why we're talking about stuff like this. Like, let's talk about the truth about social media. And so therefore, is live streaming different? I think it is, but I also think it's easily co-opted because there's a lot of people out there that will watch very negative people because it gives them really like it strokes their racist tendencies, or it strokes their gambling, or strokes their, the lifestyle that they want, or it makes them kind of feel like, I want to be like that person. Maybe one day I can be that person, right? Or for that matter, they're just, gross and they're being manipulated and it's all about sexual stuff. But I think that's less, maybe the big section of it, but it's not quite, I don't think it's the biggest part of Twitch or live streaming. There's some weird live streams out there though. Man, I don't understand. Like, every now and again, Shorts will serve me up a live stream and I'm like, what is happening? Like, it's some guy smacking his head with a pan, or somebody who is like barking like a dog surrounded by neon lights. It's just bizarre. Hey, Duck. Like that, and it makes me sad. Whenever I see it, it makes me sad. And the reason is because it's someone so desperate for attention, for validation, to be called creative or interesting, that they're degrading themselves online in just remarkably gross ways. And like, it's not sexual stuff. That's the thing. Like, yeah, there are people on there with, low cut blouses, or dudes on there trying to start strap or whatever. Yeah, for sure. But the ones I'm talking about are like they're, I don't know, maybe they're mentally ill, or maybe they are autistic and they got something in their head, or they are just like really broken, or I don't know, man. But I look at them and they have my pity, because it's sad, because they're not creating value for anybody. They're being mocked. They're being, you know, there's one guy, he was kind of creating value. He was sitting on the stairs with like a zillion ping pong balls and a bunch of pots and pans, and he was trying to get dunk, 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 blunk into the hole. And I'm like, all right, that's something, you know, that's something. You're trying to do something, and it's something worth, you put it on the side and you can have someone like, yay, we got it. Okay. Like it adds a little value to the world. We're all kind of connecting over the fact that we want you to get it in there. But yeah, those other ones make me really, really sad. When what percentage of the content on the internet makes actual human made versus AI generated? Well, they say like 70% of the internet is fake. Like it's like 3/4 of the internet is fake. How's my Monday? Good so far. Good so far. Woke up, had a good coffee, hung out with some cool people, and now we're talking about big topics. So I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Duck? You looking forward to school? Yeah, no, it's a lot. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, you can't make the argument that it's more good than it is bad. Maybe. Well, that's better to know. The most recent layer of social media miasma, which is like a cloud of yuck, which might be the most objectionable to Gen Z, is the recognition that big tech is using them for their data to manipulate their attention, influence their opinions, and force them to consume all that big tech has carefully crafted. This isn't just Gen Z. I think anybody who knows anything about anything when it comes to the internet, this is the thing that makes them the most upset. And that is just knowing that it's how blatant it is right now, right? They are farming your data. They are farming your attention. They are farming your opinions. They are trying to sway your opinions. They are trying to sell you stuff. And you can see it, right? Like, you're like, man, I wonder if I need one of these. And then Amazon provides an ad for it, right? And you're just like, what? You know, and it's so creepy now, because they're getting so good at it, that I hope it's a good thing. People are having this visceral reaction and going, wait a minute. Like, you think it's like the big companies are like, we're trying to help, you know, we're trying to sell you stuff, we're trying to use the system. And it's like, I don't trust you now that you know so much, right? Gen Z slang. I don't know any Gen Z slang. You can get started if you want. I wouldn't know. Yeah, like, dude, it's just such a, I don't know. I'm gonna skip the song. It's getting in my head. Boop. Yeah, the consumer thing. I think it's like when you finally see behind the curtain of whether, you know, somebody that you like, you finally see your teacher outside the school, and you're like, they're human? What? You know, or someone, you know, someone big, like a big pastor, like falls, or you kind of see it breaks the illusion, and then you end up going, this is the yuck. Maybe I should pay more attention now. I think that's exactly what happened. Big Gen Z is like, they're being so obvious about it, being so manipulative about it, that it's so blatant that it feels weird, right? Like if someone like opened your window and was like, hey, I noticed that you really want some, you know, XYZ. Do you want me to go get you some? You know, you'd be like, why is that stranger looking my window? Why do they know that? And why would they ask me? Right? That's weird and scary and gross. That's the feeling. And if they're having that, good. Had a conversation about some tech gadgets at work, and when I checked the news site, well, as for all the discussed gadgets, and that's the thing, right? Like, they talk about how they're not listening to you, but they kind of are, right? Like, it's not like one-to-one it's listening and then it spits out information. It's just, it's amassed so much information about you, and takes it from your emails, and takes it from your searches, and takes it from your conversations with, you know, the products that you have and associated stuff, and runs it through a big algorithm of, you know, if this person is like this, then what's the next thing they're likely to do. They're very good at it, and it's very, very, very. It's creepy. That's what I mean. It's the guy, you know, in the black trench coat opening the window, going, "Hey, you go want that thing that I saw you said you wanted at Walmart? I'll go buy it for you." Like, it's weird. It's weird and gross. Hey, so we got an ad coming up in like 30 seconds. So I think it's perfect timing. I'm gonna take a quick one. I'm gonna just let it play. I can't pause it anymore. So I'm just gonna let it play. So do me a favor. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll see you guys really, real soon. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna get into a video. There's only 2 paragraphs left. Then we're gonna get into a new video. So oh, is it already ad breaking? Am I wrong? Oh, it's already ad breaking. Okay. What? I thought it was going to be a 3-minute ad. It is not? Did anybody see the ad? Was there an ad? Because it was counting down and I was saying I'm about to leave, and then all of a sudden it's like, and your ad's over. Okay. Hey, 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐑, thanks for the follow. Did you see? No, you didn't see that? Okay, I don't know what's happening now. You did. Okay. I don't know. Good old Twitch. Yeah, who knows, man. Have you ever seen the streams on YouTube that are just like farm engagement, but in like reverse psychology way? Like they're trying to build something in Minecraft, but if you donate or type something specific, it blows up. And they're like, don't donate or type that. And people do. It's just a cycle. Yeah, that's exactly. That's the positive attention versus negative attention thing. That's exactly what it is. Yo, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. That's precisely what it is. It's just like, do you want negative attention, positive attention? And for some people, it's just a lie. It's just a lie, right? They're not actually there. It's not a person. It's just a computer sitting there farming money for them, and it works. Because people aren't thinking. All right, have a good one. Take care of yourself. Is your dad feeling better? Before you go, is your dad feeling better, Miss Duck? I should ask. I don't know if it's AI, but it's a bot, right? Just something sitting there with like a static screen that when something happens, it does something. You can set that up with a bot. The voice changed? Yeah, we could do that on Twitch. Just, we don't tend to do it with money. All right, let's finish this off. There's a reason for hope. My students are telling me that more young people are getting sick of their lives running through screens. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified that reliance on screen reliance, and screen reliance hangs on like a bad hangover for sure. But Gen Zers are reportedly seeking out more IRL activities, concerts, hikes in nature, camping trips, road trips, just hanging out like we did in the 90s. I think that's great. If that's true, and I hope it's true, that's really, really good. And I think all generations, you know, it's not like it's exclusive to. Dad had an angioplasty, yeah, on Thursday this week. Had to get in the hospital before 7 a.m. Dang, dude, that's super early. Let us know how it goes. Yeah, let us know how it goes. Let's have a good day at school. Like, it's not just the new generation that has this problem. You look at old people, right? They're old people who just sit in front of the TV, right, and just yell at the news, or you know, people who refuse to leave their house, or people, you know, like, just not because whatever, but like they just don't want to engage. It's just easier to sit at home, be miserable, and watch TV. It's not exclusive to young people. There's lots of old people that I know, because I was a pastor and am a pastor. You see a lot of old folks that it's just like, hey, what'd you do this week? Well, I watched this and I watched this and I watched this and I watched this, and you know, like, okay, wow. You can get up, you can leave the house. I know you can, because you're at church. Like, why aren't you going out to visit your family? Oh, they're all mad at me. Oh. That's a whole nother thing. Privacy seems like a quaint relic, but if we really value our privacy, our time, our fellow humans, and our beautiful surroundings, maybe we can be inspired to get off social platforms, put the phone down, look around, and reclaim what's been lost. Power is quite literally in everyone's hands. That's the big thing. The power is, clarify the age of old, 65 and up. I've decided. But yeah, that's the thing. It is in my hands, and yet here I am, you know, at night holding my phone. Like, it has power over me. The power, who has the power? Is it the machine? Is it the algorithm? Is it the platform? 65. Let's not get crazy. 65. Or is it me? And turns out right now in my life, it's the phone that has more power over me. That's a problem. So we're going to turn it black and white, and that'll solve all my problems. Okay. When I come back, I am going to take a little break. We're going to come back and we're going to watch a TED Talk. It's only about 11 minutes long, called Exposing the Costs of Social Media. And this is not just, it's not about like, oh, wow, woe is us and all that stuff we talked about, but specifically about time, right? About the time we spend. So let's, we're going to watch that. I'm going to hit the pause button and I will see you guys. Oh, you know what? I forgot to update my video. So I'm going to actually play the video that my most recent video while I wait here, because that way you guys can see it. I think it's not bad. Videos, that one. All right, pause, play. See you soon. I started playing Stardew Valley recently, and at the very beginning, as I stood staring out at an overgrown field before me, I realized this is something I've experienced before, that everyone has experienced before. And not just in game, but in life. It's that paralyzing silence of asking yourself, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Now, usually in games, you get a direction. In Mario, you just keep running right and the world comes to you. In Elden Ring, you've got trails of golden light. In Genshin Impact, Paimon floats ahead of you and yells condescending instructions. Even in the convoluted mess that is Destiny 2, you choose one of 3 paths, and then you wake up in a junkyard with a little floating robot helper that explains who you are, what you're doing, where to go, and who to shoot. But in Stardew, and in life, you're just left standing in a grown-over field holding some farm tools you barely know how to use, all by yourself. The pressure comes early. Even as a toddler, you're being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? We go to school, have some experiences, join a sport, meet some friends, make some mistakes, and then this deadline of graduation starts to loom over you. And people want to know, what are you going to do next? Then comes college. People start asking, what job are you going to have? Where are you going to live? Are you going to get married? What about kids? 4 years ago, you weren't allowed to drink, drive, vote, get a tattoo without permission. And now you're supposed to decide how the next 65 years are supposed to play out? That's a lot to ask. And it's no different with content creation. One day you decide you want to be a YouTuber, or an artist, or a streamer. You've got some passion, maybe a little talent, but then you sit in front of your computer and you're like the little guy in Stardew. Road to the east, road to the north, field of stuff, pile of tools. You hit new file in your word processor and stare blankly at a screen with a blinking cursor. You boot up OBS and there's just a big gray box waiting for you to fill it up with how you want to present yourself to the world. What do? Where do you start? It's intimidating. And for many, that's as far as they go because it's too much pressure. So I want to help. I've done a lot of work on this. I've taught it as a class, wrote it in a book, spoke at a conference, and shared it with hundreds of people because I believe that if you can answer these questions, if I can get you past that big hurdle, that big blank screen, then you'll be living the life you were intended to live, creating what you were intended to create for the people who need it most. So, if you want to do this, if you are interested, I want you to respond in 3 ways. First, in the comments, I want you to write a percentage of how much you think you understand yourself and your purpose. 0% means you have no idea who you are or why you were put on Earth. 100% means you know exactly who you are and you live it out every day. Second, I want you to make sure you're subscribed. These videos build on each other like a class, and you don't want to miss a step. Third, send this video to a friend who's feeling stuck. This experience will be so much better if you have some people to talk it through with. pretty good, right? That's not a bad video. I thought it was interesting. It was short. What do you want? Can't get any views on it. All right. We're gonna watch this now. This is what? What happened here? There we go. Well, thank you. Nico says, I truly love the videos you did about the swarm and how much it means to so much of us to bring happiness so much light to us. Yeah, I appreciate you saying so. I'm glad you guys liked it, and I'm glad it brought you some positivity during a bit of a dark time. Yeah. I do hope that I can convert some of you guys into watching my other videos. But yeah, I'm glad it hit you guys well. That's what you want to hear as a content creator. You made something that made us feel good, made us think, made us happy. Yeah, why wouldn't that be a good thing? All right, let's watch this, and then we'll after this we're gonna jump into Stardew again. But let's react to this.
By providing space for constant evolution, we can all transform how we view ourselves and the world around us.
Bear with me, everybody. I'm going to start off today on a little bit of a heavy note, but I promise things will lighten up. The dots on this screen represent an adult life in months, assuming a life expectancy of 90. So if you're 18 years old right now, this is an optimistic estimate of the months that you have left. Take a second to take that in.
That's terrible. I don't like that.
Probably not as many as you would expect.
I had way less than that.
And I'm sorry to say that it does get worse, because about a third of that time is going to be spent sleeping. On average, 126 of those months will go to school and your career.
Like you can eliminate kind of like the top half there for me. It's okay. I don't sleep very good though, so that's okay. Hey, CT, good to see you. So I can get a little bit back by the fact that I'm a terrible sleeper. That's something. Of course, I work a ton, so maybe that'll balance it out. Oop.
About 18 will be spent driving, 36 cooking and eating.
I'm at home. I'm fine.
36 doing chores and errands, and about 27 in the bathroom and taking care of personal hygiene.
Yeah, mine's like 40 months. I like the bathroom.
With 334 months.
Getting up early?
Optimistically.
Like 2.
For everything else. So this is where you tick the boxes on your bucket list. This is where you pursue your passions and travel the world.
Nope.
And leave your mark.
I can do that from my basement.
How you spend this time is going to determine the quality of your life. But this time isn't just something that you spend.
Agreed,
it's also something that you invest. Because what you do with it will quite literally determine the kind of person you become. The body, mind, and character that you will have in the future are being actively shaped by how you choose to use your time today. So take a second and ask yourself, what do you want to do with that free time?
Stardew Valley.
What things do you want to do that you haven't done?
Stardew Valley.
Who do you want to spend that time with? What is worth investing it in? Now, I would be willing to bet that scrolling through TikTok, binge watching Netflix, and playing video games probably did not come to mind.
Nope.
But today, the average 18-year-old in the United States is on pace to spend 93% of their remaining free time looking at a screen.
Okay, do we agree with this? I mean, what if the average person? What's the average? I'm gonna hold on. Average screen time use in USA. American adults spend over 7 hours a day, more than 40% of their waking hours, using internet-connected screens. All right, so 7 hours a day. Yeah. Because if you sleep for 8 hours, you know, bathroom for an hour, so that's 9. You cook and eat for 2 hours, that's 11. You go to work and school for another, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours, right? So now you're at 18. That leaves you with like 7 hours left. and that's all on screens, which kind of is true, right? If you wake up and you check your phone and then you go to the, go shower and you are listening to music or you listen to something, a podcast in there, and then you're driving while listening, and you come home and you watch some TV and you look at the internet and you play play a video game or whatever, the screen time, yeah, is really, really high. So implication of screen time equals evil isn't true, right? Because some screen time that you're having there's nothing wrong with it recreationally. Some screen time you are, presumably learning. Some of it you're interacting with friends. That's how you play with some friends. Some friends you don't ever get to play with unless you're doing it through XYZ video game or Discord or, whatever. Some are, it's their hobby, whether they're learning how to play chess or whatever. So not all screens are bad. And I'm aware we're on it now, right? These guys, I don't want to use part of a dot up in doing the math. Right? So not all bad. So, but at the same time, it is a lot, right? Because real life does happen online, right? I believe that's true. Our relationship, like me talking to you guys having conversations with me, what we talk about, I think it's valuable. I'd like to believe it's valuable. You guys, if you're working at the same time and we're hanging out together, I think it's valuable. Even though I'm on a screen and you're on a screen, it's valuable. But it's not wrong that, as we just said a million times, the phone, because of the addictive nature, because of the compelling nature, because of the, they were drawn to it, we spend more time on the phone than we want to, or more time on screens than we want to. I think that's the key. Like, we're not, if we were in control of our phone time and our screen time and our game time, then we would be able to go, I will now spend 30 minutes scrolling TikTok, or I will now spend 1 hour on Stardew Valley, and I will get up and I will go do another thing. But we don't. At least most people don't. It's, it's like, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play a game for an indeterminate amount of time, right? I'm going to sit down and, I'm just going to turn on my phone and start scrolling, and for an indeterminate amount of time. And it just kind of, there it is, and there you are. And so I think the biggest enemy isn't necessarily the screen. It is the lack of control that we have over the content that we're consuming and the screen that we're using, and that it's not us choosing to do it anymore. Weird. And how many of you had this experience? You're not even enjoying it anymore, right? Like, you're not even enjoying it anymore. You're like, this is dumb. It's making me mad. I'm bored. I don't like anything I'm looking at. I feel tired. I feel gross. I feel like a waste of time. I haven't eaten. I'm just, I don't want to be here. And then whoop, 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 whoop. You keep going, right? I should be sleeping. I should be reading. I should be doing homework. I should be calling my parents. I should be investing in my hobby. I should be cleaning my room. I should, and there you are, on the screen. I think the issue isn't you're on the screen. The issue is that the screen has you captive. It is eating your time away. And as it eats your time away, you don't get that back. Your dots are going away, and you're giving them up, right? You're giving them up.
That is not counting time for school.
Dang it.
So wrap your head around how sad that is. Imagine getting to the age of 90, seeing this visualization of how you spent all your time after the age of 18, and thinking about all the things you could have done that you did not do because you got distracted.
And there it is. That's the word, distracted. Yeah, they're time vacuum. Yeah. Distracted. And it's always come down the same word. We probably use it every single stream and probably have for the last 5 years. Intentionality. Are you living intentionally? Are you the one making decisions, or is it making decisions? Are you the one making the plans, or someone else, or you're not making any plans? Are you living intentionally? And when you're on your screen, you're not being intentional, right? You're not being intentional. You're being whatever the opposite of that is. I can't remember the word, but I'm sure there is one. That's so true, because I've noticed that when I've been watching YouTube, it doesn't bring me joy, right? But once I do find something, it actually does make me laugh, right? And that's the thing. How many did you scan through that were trash? I suppose unintentional would be the way to go, yeah. I was looking for a better word, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. How many did you look through that were garbage? How many shorts did you watch that were just absolute trash? How many things did you actually enjoy and that you wanted to do that were purposeful, that were intentional, and how much of it was merely consuming, right? Just, it's kind of like food, right? How much food is fueling you versus how much food is extra, right? Just food you don't need, food that isn't helping, food you're not burning the calories, you're not enjoying, right? Like the chips are a great example, where you're just like crunch, 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 crunch. Chips. I think I'm gonna go have more chips. Do you need more chips? No. Do you want more chips? Kinda, but I'm sitting here anyway. I may as well go have some chips. And now your tummy hurts, right? Like, it's just, you don't like it, but there you are shoving it in your mouth again, whatever your version is, right? Extensional. Yeah, there you go.
And I also want you to ask yourself, what do you think over 26 years of screen time would do to you?
Not good, probably.
What is that an investment in?
Glasses.
How would it change you?
Eyesight.
It's well established that there's a link between high screen time and mental health issues such as depression and anxiety.
For sure.
But recently, we've started to unveil the cognitive consequences of excessive tech use as well. When we're staring at our screens, we are constantly switching our attention between different pieces of information. The average TikTok is about 15 seconds long, and over 55% of web pages are viewed.
You know what's funny? He said that we're constantly shifting our attention. They immediately switch to the audience, because you're told as a producer and as someone who's creating media, you have to make a switch. You got to do a camera change, or people will get bored and not be able to watch anymore. You have to do it, otherwise it's not going to work. So it's like, here's a distraction while we're talking about you being distracted. Because for sure, I think the way that they would say it is that as you're watching the screen, you are in passive mode. Once you're in passive mode, then you're not making decisions. And if you're not making decisions, or you've used up all your willpower for the day, it is infinitely easier to merely consume, right? You just as habit, because being in passive mode, right? To their credit, the audience isn't on their phones. Yeah, truly. Videos of the shorts I do watch on YouTube are the ones that do bring me joy, mostly all from Neuro Universe. Yeah, that's fun. That's funny. But again, I think that like, if you can overdo anything, right? You can overdo anything. You can overdo the consumption of one topic, whether it be neurosama or Star Trek or comic books or cooking or whatever, and become obsessive, right? Why are you angry? So many reasons, my dude. How you doing, James? Thanks for coming in. Won't give dopamine. Maybe food is a supplement. Well, supplement, maybe. It's another thing. It's like it makes me think of the reason that people bite their lip when they listen to good music. Do you guys know about that one? According to what I saw or read or something, someone told me. If you listen to good music and all of a sudden you're like, and you bite your lip, like, like, why would a human being do that? If you're digging it, why are you biting your lip? I guess the reason that they say, I guess, is that the pain center and the pleasure center of your brain are connected to each other, and so therefore, if you want to amplify the pleasure unconsciously, you kind of bite your lip, right? It's just, I don't know. I heard it and I'm like, that sounds right. So take that for what it's worth. But it's a passive, subconscious, not quite thing. Because otherwise, you would just sit there, like, it wouldn't be a problem. And you do get dopamine from food, yeah. Too much anger can stop your heart. Yeah, but not enough. Means you have no heart, James. Think about that.
For 15 seconds or less. And if you're switching your attention every 15 seconds for an average of 8 hours and 39 minutes a day, you are training yourself to become chronically distracted. Think about what that will do to your career, to your relationships, and to your ability to pursue the things that matter most to you. Unfortunately, the consequences of screen time are not limited to our mental health and our cognition, because every social media platform carries a message that affects what we believe. Mm-hmm. They influence the way we see ourselves and the way we see the world purely based on how they are designed. Instagram inherently says that your worth is largely defined by what you look like and what you do on vacations. It compels you to capture all the most meaningful moments of your life on.
That's true. Okay, so if we're talking about social media and phone addiction and turning it off as a form of protest, as activism, and the cost thereof if you're not in control of it. That's what we're talking about today, James. So this is so true, and I can say I've broken this one, right? Social media. Oh, look at that! Look at Jim being all clever. Media. So this one I broke it, and I didn't used to. Like, it used to be, oh, I'm gonna get out my phone, I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna show people. But I realized, A, nobody cares. Nobody cares about the picture that I'm taking. B, it takes me out of the moment, right? It takes me out of the moment, and so therefore I'm not even doing it. Third, the people I'm taking pictures of, I want to take a good picture, and so I'm getting all in the way, right? It ruins so much of it. And so I just don't pull out my phone for a lot of it. Unless I'll be sitting at a table or we'll be like waiting for food, or we'll be somewhere, I'm like, oh, okay, now's a good time. We're not doing anything. Nobody's, well, here, take a picture. Cool. That was fun. That is, but yeah, if you pulling yourself out of all the cool stuff just so you can post it to other people so that they can validate the fact that you're having a good time, there's something broken inside of you.
Camera and share them with your entire social network. And it implicitly says that it's more valuable to have 1,000 people that will give you transient social approval than a few that deeply care about you, even when it's not your best day.
Say that again.
Instagram inherently says that your worth is largely defined by what you look like and what you do on vacations. It compels you to capture all the most meaningful moments of your life on camera and share them with your entire social network. And it implicitly says that it's more valuable to have 1,000 people that will give you transient social approval than a few that deeply care about you.
That is a really good point. I like that point. He said implicitly, right? As in, like, the idea is it doesn't say this, but it kind of does say this, that if you're sitting there across from your loved ones or your friends or people you've gone on vacation with or people you drove to see or whatever, and you're having a good time, or and you have a compulsion somewhere inside of you that says, I'm going to pull myself out of this moment and I'm going to bring in the thousands of people. There is an implication that says these people aren't enough, right? The folks in front of me that I'm engaging with isn't enough. The attention that I'm getting from them isn't enough. I need more, and I'm gonna go get it from these people, right? The whoever's the random folks online. That's an interesting indictment, and I think it's worth thinking about. Like, when next time you pull out your phone to take a picture when you're there, are you literally saying, or maybe not literally, but implying that these people aren't as valuable as the ones that are online, right? Hi, Samus. Good to see you. All the commercials about these AI programs to let you edit people out of pictures makes me sad. Seems self-centered and fake. Like, I was in the beautiful place alone. Meanwhile, you edited like 7 people out. Yeah, so we're definitely talking about addiction, James, for sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's there's something to be said about, you know, taking a picture and trying to take your best picture. You know what I mean? Like, you set up the lighting, you do whatever, you try to get a good picture. Then there's the next step where you edit the picture, like you crop it and you change it, you try to get less people or whatever, you try to get the exact right angle so it looks better than kind of it was. But you're just kind of changing the picture. Then there's the airbrushing. They used to be called airbrushing. Now it's photoshopping, you know, where you would actually alter the skin, alter the shadows, alter the lines, alter something so that you look a little better and the environment looks a little better. And then there's, you know, the using technology to goose all the colors, to goose all the expand it, you know, like make it bigger than by using AI or deleting a person or removing whatever. Like, all that is so far away from what actually happened. You have to ask the question, why are we doing that? Right? Why are we doing that? I can understand. I went to the beach. I took a picture of me and my family at the beach, and there's some dude, you know, swigging a beer in you know, like in the corner, and it's like, that's a major distraction. I can see, you know, select and delete. All you're doing is getting rid of a dude you didn't want in there, that, and leaving beach, right? That, okay, I can get that far. But it's like you said, it's not just you being used for that. Like, so much of it is to pretend that something happened that absolutely didn't. Getting worse and worse. Yeah, life is way connected to the internet. You're absolutely right.
Even when it's not your best day. Snapchat inherently says that the quality of our relationships is best measured by the frequency of our communication, regardless of what we're actually saying.
I've never used Snapchat in my life. It's not a thing that, like, it just passed me by. Whether it's because at the time Snapchat came out, I didn't have any friends or what, but like, I've never ever used this. It wasn't around when I was in school or when I was in college or when I was in high school, obviously. So therefore, I didn't have the sort of this is where my social activity is happening, and so therefore, Facebook came out, and that was a thing. But I've never done Snapchat. I don't know. I know that my kids tried it a couple times and they thought it was dumb. And there was actually someone like at work, someone was like, okay, we're going to plan meetings via Snapchat. And like, why are they making you do that? There's 1,000 better programs for it. I used it for filters back in the day just to play. Yeah. And I don't even do that. But that's interesting. I didn't know this. But it actually rates it by how many times you've talked to them. That's crazy. Regardless of the depth of the content, right? So theoretically, this means that you care far more about the barista than you do about your mom who lives, in another town. Because you talk to the barista every day, you only talk to your mom once a week, right? I can do that, sure. There you go. Right?
You get a point added to your Snapchat streak, even if you just send a picture of the side of your face with the caption streaks. Twitter says that anything worth saying can and should be reduced to an arbitrary number of characters. It says that the world is black and white. That
is a thought that had never occurred to me. I read that in the synopsis. And I'm like, you know what? It has a good point. That implicitly, I'm going to stop using that word because I don't know what it means. It saying that you can convey your information in only 140 or 256 characters or whatever it is now, right? It's which, as a society, has required more black and white thinking, and especially considering you don't get the strokes, you don't get the feedback, you don't get people liking or disliking or hearting or whatever if you don't say something with extremity. And the problem is intelligence requires nuance. You can't. The extremity is the realm of the fool, right? If you go talk to a dumb person, the dumb person will have very strong opinions and very black and white, and this is what I believe, and nobody can make me say otherwise, and whatever, it doesn't matter what it is, politics or religion or life or how to raise a kid, doesn't matter. But they'll be that is usually a person that isn't very smart. If you meet somebody who is smart and you start asking them about stuff, you're going to get a lot of, well, there's a few ways to think about that. I've been thinking about, and like, I'm going to need a minute here to explain the 4 different ways that I kind of see that and where I kind of lie today. But then I was looking at something else that was kind of changing my mind. Like that's a smart person. They will sit there and they will go, well, yeah, I need, give me a sec. It is the lesser intelligence or the lesser thoughtful person who will just be able to go boom and just say flat out, this is the correct answer. Right? Doesn't matter what anybody else says. This is the correct. That is usually an uninformed and often unintelligent person. Which, from the Twitter side of things, right? If it's forcing you to be extreme and it's forcing you to have like no nuance. How much nuance can you get in a tweet? Not much, right? You need a blog post. You need like something longer. You need a video to explain your stuff, right? That what you have. Yeah, that's really interesting. That it may have affected society in a way that the brevity required has created people who think more in black and white. That's interesting. Can't say some people that's elitist. I can say that, and I did. There are people who are smarter than others. Period. And you'll know when you're in the room with them which one you are. And if you're in the room with the smarter people, shut up. Just listen. Yeah. I don't know what part of that, any of that was racist, but if I say unintelligent and you hear race, you're racist. God made you special and loves you very much. That's right. That's right.
More important to be updated about everything than deeply informed about anything.
Yeah. Deeply informed is a great example. The internet is not deeply informed, right? It runs on headlines and tweets and the first 4 lines that they let you see that nobody reads beyond. It's very not deep. And just giving, thank you, just giving your opinion is important. Giving an informed opinion isn't important. Giving a nuanced opinion that has read a few articles about whatever that is even harder. And if your time, right? If your time is precious, you only got so much and whatnot, who's going to put in all the work to formulate an opinion that actually has value because you've looked into it? It's especially if you don't care, all you want is the hearts, all you want is the likes, then you're going to have to be extreme.
And when you start to compare the messages these platforms are sending with those of technologies from the past, you begin to get a sense of what we might be losing. Because the inherent structure of a book says that the world is complex and it takes time to understand. It compels us to walk in the shoes of other people and see things from their perspective with context.
Okay. Yeah, but if you're comparing books to tweets, that's not really fair. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be like saying comparing books to, say, papers, right? Which are they could be 30 pages instead of 400. Like, does that mean the paper's not valuable? No. It means that they didn't write a book, right? You can't, they're apples and oranges.
And it forces us to focus on one train of thought for an extended period of time,
Yeah,
which
very good.
nurtures our attention.
But that's the thing, right? The musical angel is people of higher intelligence are more interested in learning because they want to know the nuance. They want to know what's going on. They want to be able to see both sides because it's important for them. Those who are not interested in learning, those who have settled their mind, period, for all time, those are the ones who generally, aren't particularly bright.
And the letter tells us that our communication doesn't need to be frequent. It just needs to be deep. So when you factor all that in, it quickly becomes clear that the opportunity cost of this screen time is impossible to calculate. And I have never shown this visualization to anyone that actually wants to spend 93% of their remaining free time staring at a screen.
Hello.
So there is a stark difference between how much time we say our screens are worth and how much time we actually give them. And it is critical to realize that is not an accident. That is by design. It's a consequence of a business model that has incentives which are fundamentally misaligned with your well-being. Because you are the product that social media sells. These services are free because they are monetizing you.
I really wish more people would just know that. We talked about that earlier. If it's free, you're the product. That's just... I'm always surprised at the people that get upset at whatever tech company because they're shocked that their data is being sold, that they're reading their emails, that they are giving their home addresses out to other people, that they are, like, how, what were you thinking they were doing that for? Like, why do you think that your point system for your grocery store is free? Because they love you? Like, why do you think it's there? The answer is because they want your data. They want to manipulate you. They want to sell you things and get your money, and they want to sell that data to other places so they can get more money. Like, did you think that the store is like, I love you, here's $1 for no reason? No. If it's free, you're the product.
They profit by helping advertisers change your future behavior.
No, they do not.
Where you spend your time, how you spend your money, or even who you vote for. In order to do that, they have to do two things. They need to figure out which ads are going to influence you by collecting as much data about you as they possibly can. And then they need to show you as many of those ads as possible. So social media is free because you pay for it with your time. Their profit is directly linked to how long they can get you to scroll.
And that's, you remember, and they said, we've said this before too, but the TikTok isn't designed to entertain you. It's designed to make you keep scrolling, right? YouTube isn't designed to make you happy or to inform you. It's designed to make you keep watching. And that's so important for you to remember. That they're not there to help you. They are there to sell you things, period. And they want you to keep watching so that they can sell more ads. And they'll do whatever it takes so that you'll keep watching, even if it means destroying your life, right? TikTok doesn't care if they destroy the country and divide everyone, make everybody addicted to porn and too stupid to think. They don't care. They want your money, right? YouTube isn't there for content creators and to be a wonderful voice for the people. We know that because they're more than happy to censor, and they're more than happy to change things, and more than happy to just delete people. That opinion doesn't exist anymore, right? What are they there for? They're there to get your money. That's it. You have to get your head out of the the idea that these things are there for your good, right? You can use them, and I believe they can be used for good, but you're always going to be fighting against a system that is actively trying to pull you into the vortex, actively trying to sell you and actively trying to change your opinion and to keep you there. Like you were just, it's going to be a battle, and they're better at it than you are, because they know more about it than you. They know about more about you than you do, right? They just do, and they know 1,000, 10,000 people like you, and they know how they watch, and they know what to tell you next. Like, it's a very difficult thing. Like, if you went to a really good salesman, like a really good old school used car salesman, and he had the reputation of being able to, sell ice to when they sell ice to an Eskimo or sell water to a fish or whatever. Like he's really good at it. You're going to be hesitant about everything he says. Your reputation says that you'll say anything in order to get the sale, right? That's you sold a lot of cars, but I'm gonna have to run everything you say through a filter. Absolutely. And we absolutely should be doing that with everything that our social media says. Yeah, I don't know, man. Do I believe in regulation when it comes to this stuff, like government regulation? I'm Canadian, so we love regulation up here, but it's also, I don't believe it, that the old school politicians can fully grasp what's happening underneath the tech. And I don't think that the tech company, whatever it is being honest about what they're doing. They're doing more than you think they are, always. Right? If you ask, Google what they do, they'd be like, "Oh, we're a search engine and we do other fun stuff on the side." And then you scratch the surface, you dig down a little bit, and you realize what they're actually doing with your data, and what they're actually searching for, and what they're actually doing with it. Like, it's like, what they do on the surface is not what they do.
And every social media platform is in a battle with each other to capture as much of your free time as possible. So let's run a thought experiment. I want you to ask yourself, how much would you pay for your favorite social media platform if it charged you a monthly subscription fee? So pick the app that you use the most. And
what app do you use most? What app do I use the most? The answer is probably YouTube. Probably YouTube. If you count shorts and you count how much time I spent creating for YouTube and watching YouTube and looking up stuff on YouTube and, like, entertained by YouTube, definitely YouTube. Like, I don't have cable. I don't have that. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. I have Crunchyroll and YouTube. That's what I watch. We have Netflix in the house, but, like, it's not for me. So yeah, YouTube for sure. Would I pay for it? I've already proven I won't, right? Because YouTube wants my money, and I am super annoyed by the ads, right? So that's where I'm going, Swag, is I don't pay. I will sit through the ads because I don't want to give them any money. And if the next question is, if the answer is 0 and you wouldn't pay for it, maybe, I don't know where he's gonna go, but, like, how valuable is it to you, really? Hey, Pixelated Randomness, thanks for coming to the stream. I don't, why people acting like I should be. I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't know who that is, and don't know what that is. Sorry, I can't give you an opinion on that, man. But, like, it's so cheap. I don't even think I don't even think I would pay. I mean, we are paying with our attention. We are paying, what he's saying. Would I pay to be in an exclusive platform that I know that is, like, purely for, like, good? Those exist. They do. There are places that are, like, social media, but safe. There are places that are like Instagram, but not driven by a crazy algorithm, right? I introduced my son to DuckDuckGo last night. He's like, "Where has this been? Why have you never told me about this before?" And I'm like, "I never thought about it." But there it is. Like, because he was like, he's concerned about privacy. He's concerned about, stuff going on. And I'm like, "Well, why don't you just change to DuckDuckGo then?" And he's like, "What's that?" And we So there are some places out there that are a bit more consumer friendly. DuckDuckGo is it's a search engine that is it's sold as a pure search engine. Doesn't track you, doesn't keep track, it doesn't have any kind of cookie stuff. It's not like ad driven, it's not anything. It just search. That's it. None of the garbage that YouTube gives you, and none of the tracking that any of the other sites do.
Raise your hand if you would pay at least $5 a month. Okay.
If it was really locked down, right? If it was really locked down and I knew that all my friends were there, the problem is they're not there. Already paying for YouTube Premium. It's not it's the most used. The others are used on occasion. I'm not a good metric as a self-host, and most of it usually don't work for me as friends, right? So that's the thing, right? Like the reason I'm on XYZ, like whatever it is, whether it be Instagram or YouTube or Discord, is because that's where people are, right? Like if I said to everybody on Twitch, and I have, I'm going to go to YouTube full time, they would say goodbye, even though they've been around for 5 years, right? They'd be like, yeah, cool. I mean, I like Twitch, and off I'd go, and they wouldn't come with. If I said I'm not doing Discord anymore, I'm only doing YouTube, right? Come to YouTube. Will they come? No. If I said I'm gonna get off YouTube, I'm gonna get off Twitch, I'm only gonna do Patreon, locked behind a paywall, you know, it's all gonna be safe, no ads, no nothing. It's gonna be just pure good content that isn't manipulated by nothing. Nobody come, right? There are some people who have that get that kind of attention, and they can do Patreon, they can have things like that. But most people, they are on the social platform because everybody's on the social platform, and leaving it means leaving the zeitgeist, leaving the society, essentially, right? Now you don't know what's going on. Like, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you know that meme? Do you know that language? Did you see that picture? Have you seen that trailer? Did you see that thing that was trending? Your answer is going to be no. Nope. See nothing. Don't know what you're talking about. Not a clue. Why? It's like, well, because you're not on there anymore. You're with the 17 people who joined this other paid thing, and they've tried. They've tried to replace YouTube, right? Like they've got Rumble and they got Odyssey. They got Vimeo, right? Like there are places out there that have tried to replicate YouTube, but none of them can come anywhere close, and nobody's going there. Like there are some on Vimeo. I don't know how people get on. I think Vimeo is more secure or something. Like you look at professional places and they are on Vimeo, but you know what I mean? Like everybody's just gonna stay on YouTube regardless of how evil they get.
How about $10 a month? 20? I don't see any hands anymore. Well, let's do a quick calculation to figure out how much we're effectively paying for an app like TikTok. We'll assume that you value your time at a rate of $20 per hour, and you're spending 2 hours a day on the platform.
I don't get paid $20 an hour.
Or 30 days in a month. So you're effectively paying $1,200 per month for TikTok. So when you start to do
Is that fair? That doesn't feel fair. I get what he's saying, right? But things take time. They just do. Right? Like cooking takes time. So if it takes you an hour or 2 hours to make a turkey dinner, and you're like, well, that turkey dinner didn't just cost you $80 at the grocery store, it cost you an extra $40. Right? So it's actually $100 for that meal. You're like, okay, but like things take time. I was doing other stuff. I enjoyed it. It's not quite fair. But I get what he's saying, right? Get what he's saying. Even if it was $1, like you said, even if your hourly rate was $1, right? Well, time is, yeah, for sure. But like even it's still like $30 or $60 actually, a few hours a day. Right? Even if it was $60, even if you're just paying $1 an hour. Yeah, it's substantial. It's not unsubstantial. It's worth considering. I don't know. I don't think it's fully fair.
This kind of analysis, it quickly becomes clear that most of us are drastically overpaying for social media. My ask of you is this: figure out what it means for you to get a good deal out of social media platforms. In order to do that, you have to do two things. You have to ask yourself, what value do these services provide?
Let's just start there. What value do these services provide? So Instagram, what value does it provide to me? 0%. I don't go on Instagram. I only post to Instagram. I could delete Instagram and not miss anything in my life. I don't get views from it. I don't get people to look at it. I don't have people that are curious about it. I only have Instagram because people say I'm supposed to have Instagram, right? It's become a Rocket Money commercial. Yeah, well, hey, that's the same kind of principle. You know, only pay for the stuff you're actually using. You know, Facebook, I'm off Facebook. X, I'm off X. YouTube, right? What value do I get from YouTube? I think I get a lot of value from YouTube. I really like watching some of those YouTube videos. I really like being able to post to YouTube. I like that's fun. Is it bad? Like the shorts part is sucking my life away. That's bad. But I do get value, a lot of value, I think, from YouTube. Twitch is like I really like being part of Twitch. If I could switch over to YouTube full time, I'd do it tomorrow. Because it's a better system. It's just infinitely better than Twitch. And this is where the community is, you know, so that the value is in the people that are here. So that's where we stay. What else am I involved in? I'm pretty purged when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Of all your content or all your platforms, which one would you say is the one that you care about least, but are still somehow signed up for? Right? For me, it's definitely Instagram. I have a TikTok channel, but I don't check it. I decided to get off TikTok because it was just gross. I didn't like it. I didn't like what it does. I didn't like the algorithm. I didn't like any of the politics. It just was just bad. So I'm not there anymore. But it auto posts to it on occasion. So spent so much time on YouTube Shorts that I got a browser add-on to block them on my laptop. Me too. I don't have the laptop. I'm on my phone. Like I said last night, I started watching at like 11 and I didn't stop till 3. Like, that's not good. Getting that helped a lot. See, I don't look at my laptop. I don't like my laptop. My laptop is purely for writing. I take that to the coffee shop so I can write. But if I'm on my phone, it's hard. TikTok is addictive. Yeah. So, and that's my question, right? Is what do you got? What do you use that you don't need? Right? For me, it's Instagram. I wonder if I should just remove it. I don't know. Like, it's weird as a content creator because in a sense, like I supposed to post places, but then in a sense, I'm not engaging with those places and I don't, you know, so what is the point? Why do I even have it?
And second, you have to ask, how much of your time is that value worth? Now, I want to be clear that I am not saying social media is without value. It can be an incredibly powerful tool. It can foster relationships. It can introduce you to new ideas. It can even spark social movements. But we need to learn to use it in moderation. Don't let yourself get to the age of 90, only to look back on your life and realize that while you were trying to avoid FOMO, you actually missed out on living. That free time is your most valuable resource. Do not give it away for free. Thank you.
Good talk. That was a good talk. And in a talk like that, you have to use some extremity. Like you have to be, you know, pretty intense about it. I can completely appreciate that. Like it's just, that's how it goes. You got to be like, this is how it is, and this is how I think. Because it's just, otherwise, if you were just namby-pamby for like 12 minutes, then you wouldn't have said anything, you know. But it's worth thinking about. It's like, how much time do you spend? And well, like Musical Angels, like, well, I turn it off, you know, I block it so that I don't spend too much time on it. Like, it's just, I don't actually, what is Doom? I'm going to look up Doom. what is the definition, like the real definition of doom scrolling? To continually scroll through and read depressing or worrying content on social media or a news site, especially on a phone. Yeah, I don't do that. What's the opposite of doom scrolling? I probably do that. What is the opposite of doom scrolling? Joy scrolling, glee freshing. What? Glee freshing. Gross. What? What a weird name. What a weird word. Glee freshing. What's that? I've never heard that word in my life. Anyway. I think social media, you know, using social media in a way that you are, that you're like, yeah, I got value out of that and I move on, you know? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, I don't go looking for miserable stuff. If it's miserable, I turn it off. That's why I, like, someone's like, you should watch Attack on Titan. I'm like, no, that would make me feel really bad. I'm gonna go watch something about, you know, two people that are cute together and being funny. That's what I'm good at. I have enough problems. I'm not gonna go invest in more and make myself sad on purpose. No. So doom scrolling too. Like, you can argue that I'm not very well informed because I actively avoid news. It's all bad. So I'm like, I have enough bad news just day to day. So you can't, I am not going to be looking for more. So yeah, I guess, you know, I don't know. We're gonna run an ad apparently in about 10 seconds here, maybe, or 42. I don't know. I got 2 different warnings. I guess we'll see. So that's my issue, is I don't use it for like being miserable. I get distracted by just trying to see stuff that is distracting from my life, which isn't good, but I think it's better than trying to depress yourself into the ground. Do you really doom scroll though? Like, you sit there and you'll watch miserable things on purpose, Musical Angel? Like, I don't know how that is attractive. But then there are people that will watch sad movies or scary movies just so they can feel scared or sad, right? Like, but no thank you. Well, happy birthday, Muhammad. There you go. Doom scrolling isn't about miserable things, it's about scrolling without end. According to the definition I just read, the doom scrolling is specifically about looking at crappy bad stuff, right? The endless scrolling, I thought that's what I thought it was too, but apparently doom scrolling is literally just like filling your brain with all sorts of negative stuff. And once it knows that that's what you want, boy, it has a lot of fodder. You know what I mean? Like, what was I getting last night? I got a ton of clips from, what was the show? Oh, The Mentalist. It was like, you like The Mentalist? I'm like, I don't know. I watched it ages ago. Here's a clip. And I watched it. And another clip. I watched it. I'm like, okay. Like, it was, where'd that come from? I don't know, but I watched it. Moderation is kind of a big lie tech sends you. They make the device that sucks you in and uses your biology against you, and then they tell you to moderate. Then they give you a screen time tool that you can circumvent on a whim, so their butts are covered, and we're still on our phones all day. They could care less. Not saying we can't moderate, but you should. Oh, dude, yeah. The asking a company like that to self-regulate is what I would, you know. Yeah, no, they're not doing that. They don't care about you. They do not love you. They want your money and attention. You ever seen the video that's just Reddit stories? I went far down that Reddit. Oh, did you? Yeah, those are interesting sometimes. Like, whether they're true or not, sometimes they're pretty intense. I hate YouTube videos that show a really good clip from a movie, but don't tell you what movie it was from. I know, right? I did that with anime. Oh, that's a fun scene. What was that from? Go look at the comments. There's nothing, no help. I get mad whenever there's stolen content. I still get mad when there's stolen content. I hate it. Like, you'll find something like from a really famous creator or from an anime or something, and you'll look and it'll have like, 100 likes. Like, you stole that. Like, you just ripped it off. Like, I will say I don't want to watch that, but there's so much of it. Okay, well, that was our talk. We did it. We got 222, and we had our talk about social media. I don't know what application we're gonna get. I'm gonna try turning my phone black and white. I'll do that probably tonight or tomorrow or today. I don't know when. I have things to do. We'll see. And hopefully tonight I can do better now that we've talked about it for a long time. I feel really convicted about it, so hopefully that'll help. You never know until your phone's in your hand and you're crack addicted to it. I won't do crack today. Oh, look at me doing crack. All right. But if you want to talk about something, by all means. Otherwise, we're going to jump into Stardew Valley. I have something to show you. Look at this. Oh, that's heavy. Look at that. Look at that, baby. We are going to be opening this thing on Thursday. I'm so excited. I got this for Christmas. I'm going to get this for the next 6 months. Tokyo Treat. I loved opening Tokyo Treat back in the day, and I'm so glad to be able to do it again. I must leave when the Stardew Valley starts. Why? Spoilers? Or are you just leaving? I'm excited to have the treat box. So much fun. I'm looking forward to it very, 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 very much. We're gonna do it on Thursday during the variety day, and I'm gonna pull out the cameras and we're gonna look at it together. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I hope it'll be fun. And we'll do it once a month. I'm a month behind. It took 30 days or something, 25 days to get to my house from Japan. So like, it's the January box, and I got it on like February 5th. Do I know who 𝐒𝐄𝐑t is? No, I do not. Oh, we're definitely, yeah, I'm still gonna play Stardew. I played it a little bit over the weekend. So I'm not gonna brag, but like, I spent a little bit of time with Abigail. We played video games. So you could say it's getting a little bit more serious, I think. And I put a little bit of work into my garden. How's Tokyo Treat? It's great. I really like it. I'm a huge fan of Tokyo Treat. There's another guy that I've been talking to about, hopefully, he's a very small company, but he does Japan stuff, Japanese stuff. And I'd be great to support a small creator, but regardless, every Tokyo Treat box I've opened, I've had a blast. So fun. So fun. We're going to open it on Thursday. You'll see what I mean. They do a bang up job over there on the Tokyo Treat people. They are, they have a little book in there, and it's super cool graphics, and it's always got a theme. It's going to be fun. I played a game. Yeah, I did. So what happened on Saturday? How did I end up in here? I can't remember, but yeah, I sat down to play it. It was fun. It was fun. I'm gonna fire it up. By the way, did you guys see this? We're giving away some creator gear. If you want to enter the giveaway, ! taco giveaway, you're gonna love it. Also, the content creator class is gonna be, you'll see it there again. But if we don't get 5 people at least registered by Friday, then we're gonna cancel it and we're gonna come up with another plan. I'm not gonna just do it for one person, right? But by all means, enter, and you could win a new content creator piece of hardware for content creation. This time it is a Wi-Fi enabled power bar, so you can do light stuff like you have like I have. I like my light stuff. It's fun. Okay, let's fire up Stardew. Stardew or Stardon't? Stardew. There we go. Ta-da! I'll show you a bit of my progress. I'm hoping I get my copper watering can today. Their schedule didn't allow. Scholarship option? Oh. All right. Stardon't, yeah. Stardon't Mountain. Oh, it's so chill. I'll change my category because I'm a good streamer. Stardew Valley, here we are. Okay, we're in. You got to meet him yesterday. Yeah, I've never met him. Please Stardew Valley when I was actively going through burnout, so just hearing the sound triggers me. I get anxious. Feel sick. In Stardew? You poor thing. Oh, I saw it. That's so awful. What a terrible association with a very chill game. Weather report. Clear and sunny. Fortune teller. Very happy. All right, rock and roll. That's what I want. What I also want is my watering can, man. Give me a watering can. That'd be good. Got some new items in stock, a deluxe fishing pole, some bait. Okay, we can go buy that. I like fishing. Cool. Let's go do that. I have my fishing. I can't even water my plants. They're just not there. And there's nothing to harvest. Oh, 2 squashes. Yay! I can't even feed my cat. That's how bad things are. I'm gonna turn down the music. That seems really loud. Is that better? His mug reminded me of one of my Kansas kids. Who, the dino guy? He's got good music, I'll give him that. And apparently he, the Concerned Ape is the one who wrote the music too. Yeah, music's really good. I've shaken this bush every time I walk by it. I don't think so. Like I don't think I have a sprinkler anywhere in here. I have a tapper, gate. I don't think I've heard anything about sprinklers. I really wish I could, because I'd need it. I am super sick of ooh, cookies. Nice. I found garbage cookies. I'm not above. I found a garbage acorn. Let's go. Garbage today is great. Are you liking the game so far? Digging it, man. Oh, oh yeah, we're doing a festival today. Forgot about that. We are, yeah, we're doing a festival. That's gonna be fun. I'm supposed to go visit the fishing guy. But I can't get down to the fishing guy. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is super fun. I'm really enjoying Stardew Valley. My daughter was mocking me the other day because she's like, you know, Dad, you said it wasn't a game for you, and then when I told you to come back, you immediately liked it. And my thought was, okay, how many games did I do that to? You know, that if I'd have done another couple hours, I would have really liked it. Played the jukebox at the bar? I have not. I thought about it, but I have not done it. I will do that. All right, welcome to the luau. Let's go. I'm gonna put my soup in here. We're gonna give him the silver star squash. I had a summer squash to the soup. I'm a good boy. They let the homeless guy come? Good for them. I guess it's a public beach, so what are you gonna do? Not let him? Oh, he's roasting. Oh, good for him. What you guys looking at? My girlfriend's way over here. I did this yesterday and I alt F4'd out because I just had to quit. But I know that she's over here being sad. Hey, apparently the more stuff you add to soup, the better it gets, regardless of whatever it is. The reason I say Kansas kids, when we lived there, my daughter's school friends called me Mom. One of the Bigs always gave me a big old, oh, that's nice. That's cool. Get to bed later, Diamonds? Yeah, later, dude. All right. It's tiring to socialize with everyone. I'd rather watch the sea. That's sad. I wish I could give you something, but you don't like squash. I give you cookies. You like cookies? I can't even give her cookies if I wanted to. Okay, let's start this thing. I gotta go talk to the mayor. Where's the mayor? Here's the governor. Look sharp. Governor's here for his annual visit. If you brought something for the potluck, be sure to add it to the soup cauldron. I will. What a lovely occasion. It's just always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. I'm gonna see if I can throw another squash in there. Can I? Nope. You get one squash. Chairs I can't sit in. This luau sucks. Food I can't eat. People who don't want to talk to me. How's the apartment coming along? Must be a busy season for you. It is, in fact. Woke up late, stepped out of my door, and found myself in the middle of all this hubbub. Oh, that's gotta suck. Ooh, a shop. What do you got? Wall palm. Gross, dumb, stupid. I have nothing to decorate. I will come back and care about this someday when I have something I can decorate. Right now, I can't even do anything in my house. I'll be back here by the trees. The air is a lot cooler. Okay, rock and roll. You enjoy your time, man. Do we get married? I'm trying. I'm trying, James. My purple girl named Abigail has caught my eye, and I'm doing my best to try to woo her. One year, Sam put a pound of anchovies in the potluck soup. Oh, that's no good. I'm full, but what else is there to do besides eat? Well, you could dance, socialize. I'm trying to figure out who to talk to start this thing. Yeah, great day for a beach party. Yep, sweaty dance. Yeah, I hear that. Can I dance with you? Vincent isn't a good dancer. He's unresponsive. Oh, she is so she's so vibing right now. Is it? Is there nothing? Nothing I can do? I hope the soup is good. How about you? You brought something for the soup. Climb the stairs and throw it in. I already did. Put fresh vegetables from my garden in the soup. Good for you. Me too. I did too. Hey there, Four Eyes. Whatever Linus is roasting smells awful good. I don't know how to start the luau. Does anybody know how to start the luau? Who does one talk to? I must speak with the missus. Oh, there we go. Should we move forward? I always forget to talk to them twice. Yes. Let's do this thing. Let's party hard. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. I put squash in. That's a really green looking soup though. Well, Governor, would you do the honor of tasting the soup? Anybody ever heard the story of rock soup? Good little story, good little parable. Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. Let's see if he dies. He's happy. Ah, very pleasant soup. The produce from this valley never disappoints. That's good. I put in my silver star squash. Tasty. You all did very well today. Now, who else wants some soup? I want soup. I'm in my car. Hi, Magic and Twilight. Have a good stream. Gotta catch this VOD sometime. Have a good stream. I would like to have a food stream. We're gonna do that on Thursday. What's it? A lot of things, and it turned green. Time to head home. That was a quick little event. And now it's bedtime. Okay. I can't water my plants though. Or my cat. Because I don't have a bucket. Level 2 farming. Watering can proficiency went up. Nice. Hoe proficiency went up. I can craft a fence. I can craft a mayonnaise machine and a sprinkler. Finally, a sprinkler. Jeepers. Okay. What is the recipe for a sprinkler? I want to know. I'm so sick of watering my plants. Sprinkler. Copper bar, iron bar. I've never even seen an iron bar. Okay, well, let's go get our watering can. Have I encountered Joja? I think so. Joja Mart, you mean? Yes, the big mart. I haven't shopped there yet, not once, because the guy said that if I shop there, they'll shut down the community center. And the community center has cool things going on. I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna fish for a minute because it's only 6:30 in the morning. I passed out once. Yes, I was doing my best to get through and I just wiped myself out. Yes, that has happened one time. I try not to, but you know how it is. All right, watch this. Oh, I was gonna get a new fishing rod. Let's do that first. Although I don't know when the fishing guy opens. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, worms, many worms. This is a very distracting game. Hey, book! Man, I got books. There's just so much to do. It's fun. I like, what's crazy to me is, you know, I'm not gonna play Minecraft for a while. I texted Double Pixel the other day, last night. I'm like, I can't do Minecraft for a while, man. It made me sick. I don't want to pay the $10 a month. You know, we're not using it very much, so I'm just gonna let it go. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let I'm gonna put the file on the Discord, and then whoever wants to copy the world can. Yeah, I got like legit motion sick last time I played. It wasn't fun. Mount Moriah. The class should be about an hour and a half. Yeah, I know. Oh, where is he? At least that's how much it usually is. It was an hour and 15 minutes of talking, and then there's a train. I didn't even know we had a train station. Yeah, it's an hour and a half, or hour and 15 minutes of talking, and then it's 15 minutes of review. So chances are, hour and 15, give or take. Ahoy. Come on in, make yourself at home. I shall. Hey, Pinko. Pin cosplay. I was gonna say Pinko play. No, Pin cosplay. Good to see you. What do you cosplay? Is it fun? Cosplaying's so cool. I'm bad at it. I've never done it, but I like it when seeing other people cosplay. That's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just make sure to wash your hands after dipping them in those juices. All right, gross. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks. Ah, I can't do that. Abigail will never have me if I smell like terrible fish. Have you been catching lots of fish? Yeah, some. Yeah, some. Yes, I've been catching fish. Darn tootin' I have. A man after me own heart, says Willie. An awesome cosplay at Reach. Looks like pretty little Barbie doll. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of good cosplay. Best one was Quiz, though. Lucky Mirror, good to see you still going. Shout out from the Nepean Baptist days. Dude! That's a long time ago. I'm trying not to dox you. And be like, who are you? But thank you for saying so. It's nice to see you. Oh, thank you for saying so, Pinko. I try to be at least a little entertaining and interesting and serious at times. I'm a variety streamer, so you get a lot on here. Keep going. If you can catch every fish in these waters, I've got a special prize for you. Catch every fish? Sure, no problem. I'll just go do that. What's wrong? Well, business has been tough lately. All started about the same time that old community center fell to ruin. Me fish just don't sell like they used to. I've been working double time just to make ends meet. Aw. You remember Patrick? Yeah? Yes, I remember Patrick. Best I've found. Oh, that's lovely. Well, thank you for saying so, Pinko. That's cool. Oh, all right, rock and roll. Good to see you. I know who you are. Welcome, and thank you for being here. You know what, says Pinko? What? But if things picked up back around here, I might have time to show you something. That sounds manipulative and vaguely threatening. She's back there, an old friend that's seen better days. You keep someone captive in your little room? Great. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Hopefully you'll enjoy the videos. I've been putting a lot of work into them lately. YouTube videos are I'm enjoying making them, and hopefully they're good. Someday, lad, you'll see what I mean. I doubt it. Not if I'm gonna have to catch every fish. I'm gonna see if I can go up your ladder here. I cannot. Leads to the sleeping cubby. It's off limits. I bet it is. All right, give me a new fishing thing. Bamboo pole, training rod, fiberglass rod. Oh, it's expensive. Ooh, it's expensive. Bait. Okay, I'll buy one bait. See how it works. Thank you for subscribing. Look at it. It says subscribe right there. That's an alert. I put that together, and it actually works today. Isn't that nice? They do take a lot of work. I try to keep them short. You know, because I want to be able to do it in a day or at least 2. And so therefore, usually about 4-minute video takes me about 8 hours. That's about all I can do. Okay, I need my watering bucket. You have it, and I want it. Awesome. Thank you. You go here. Yeah, so it takes me about probably hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to write the script, and then I have to record the video, like audio, and then I put all the video to it, and that takes about 6 hours, maybe, yeah, probably about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours to edit, and then all the posting takes even more time. You draw stuff. Oh man, you're an artist and a cosplayer? Let's go. Can I buy some iron ore from you? It's so expensive. How many do I need to make a bar? 5. Can I afford 5? I'm gonna buy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know I could probably get it from the mine, but that's just infinitely easier, and I want to use a sprinkler. I can do that right now. Wait, what? What? Sprinkler. 1 copper bar, 1 iron bar. Oh, I haven't made the bar yet, dingus. My daughter is going into art school, and she's been trying Trigun lately. We just finished Trigun, like the old school Trigun, for and it was really good, really depressing. Yeah, by all means, Pinko, come and go as you will. Enjoy your snack. Yeah, dude, Trigun, it was so good, like old school Trigun. We're gonna start the new one very soon, but yeah, it was super good. Like it started so silly goofy, and he's such a silly goofy guy, and then it was very depressing, and then it got depressinger. So yeah, that was really something, man. All right, that. Oh, hold on. I need my coal. Let's go. Make me an ingot. I need an ingot. Cool. I'm gonna put my coal away because otherwise I will lose it. I have too many things happening in my pockets. I can get rid of all my ocean stuff. Can't eat it. You can just sell it. There. Put cookies in the top bar in case I need cookies. Oh, there's my Rusty sword. I gotta get rid of that too. What do you do with the sword? Can I give it to somebody? It won't let me sell it. Like, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I'm watching a ton of anime. I actually had anime reviews on my... Oh, he even gave it to me full of water. What a good guy. I did anime reviews on my website, but you know what? It ended up being not something I could keep up. I thought getting another watering can would make watering easier. Am I crazy? Do I have to hold it down? Oh! Well, I've never done that before. That's fun. You kill stuff with it. No, I have 2 swords. Stop that. That's fun. What? Hey, Pinko, thank you for the follow. Like, what's in between a follow and a sub on YouTube? I legitimately don't know. Well, I can't sell it. I don't know. Can I give it away? Like, I actually don't know. Hey, kitty cat. I'm gonna go give you some water. Aha! Sprinkler! Let's feed the cat first. Sub on YouTube is like a... No, because it says Pinko Plays just followed. And then Pinko could go subscribe. And it would be different. They followed on YouTube. It's weird. I don't really know how it works. Alright, I can make this sprinkler now. Cool. I'll put it right here. Sprinkle. Go. Engage. Do I have to pour water on it? Fill up my sprinkler? How does it work? I don't understand. That is a lot of bugs. I don't like the sound of bugs. Do I need a hose? That can't be right. I mean, obviously that is in real life, but maybe it needs to be not in the dirt. Hold on, let's knock it up and then give it a read. What the heck? Waters the 4 adjacent tiles every 4 adjacent tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope. Oh, every morning. Oh, that's the deal. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we'll put it back. It's just it's a morning thing. Cool. Perfect. Thank you, musical angel. I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to think, like, in real life, how he's manifesting this water. Like, if you look like this when you're watering, you're like you just chuck it? I don't know. I normally would walk along with it, you know? I guess it's a little faster. It's not much faster. I think I already did this. Yeah, I already did that. So we're good. I finally did it. Okay, you lie in the dirt there, kitty cat. Cool. I want to go to the mine, but it's too late tonight. Let's just chop some things down. And then we'll get going to bed. And that'll be that. I know it wants me to go fishing. Like, that would have been smart. And you have to go to different places at different times. Like, you can't just decide to catch all the fish in one spot. By the way, you guys like my garbage hat? I love it. I got a new shirt with a smiley face and a garbage lid for a hat. Because I'm classy like that. So just a lot of rage, right? He's just like standing there, just all of his fury is about to be thrown into this, and he just boom, he throws it. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, why not? We're just gonna just clean up a little bit while we're sitting here waiting for, and all the bugs left. Yay! Only 8 p.m., but like, I could go to bed. Car, take that, crops. That's the. Hey there, Ransom. Where'd I find it? I found it in the garbage, obviously. I found it in the garbage and someone caught me. I jumped so hard and it threw the lid across like the everywhere. And then I just looked at my inventory and I had a little garbage hat. Yeah, he's chill, man. Exactly. What else is there? Oh, I'm exhausted. All right, off to bed. Do I have anything to sell before I go to bed? Because I really need money. Let's just sell everything. Rock. Not debate though. Oh, I can sell the squash. Too bad. We'll start tomorrow and we're gonna go to the mine. I think the mine is the way to go. We could fish all day. But I think we need to go to the mine. $1,000. So rich. I found the hat mouse. He had one hat and it was like $10,000. Like, no thanks. Oh, look, rain. Good thing I bought that sprinkler. Oh, no. I keep chopping my plants like a dummy. Yeah, these got to be good. Yep, there we go. Now we're talking. I'm gonna make $1 zillion. Let's fire. Yeah, fireflies or cops looking at you with helicopters. Yeah, it's because of my grow up that I don't show you guys. Surely these are ready to harvest. No, they are not yet. Wow. How about you guys? Yeah, boy. What? You're not ready for harvest? How can one of you be ready for harvest? Who's that? You hear that? Those look so ready. Oh, my inventory's full. That's the problem. Okay, we're gonna go empty my inventory. And then I have an idea. What can we get rid of? We'll get rid of this and the really good grape. And we're gonna go to the community center, because if you go there, you can give them stuff and they will they'll reward you. Yeah, cool. That was thunder. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Digital, like, pixelated thunder. Crazy. Okay. Let's go to the community center. Because I think I probably have enough now that I can get, like, a present. Probably. Maybe. We'll pick up some stuff on the way. Just in case. Assuming there is stuff on the way. There's a grape on the way. But I already have grapes. No, I do not. I gave it. Good thing there's a grape there. Can't believe I gave up my grape. Nope, wrong place. Man, that's scary. Wait, how have I never been here before? There's a bathhouse? When did you get here? What? You can get lightning rods, and when they get hit, you get a battery. Oh, sick. I'm a man, but I can change if I have to, I guess. Do I not have to pay for this? It's just community water. Wash my hands. Gotta take a shower. Lift some weights. I am too weak to lift it. Eat my shorts. Trying to take a shower with the clothes on? Well, I don't know, man. All right. Let's change rooms. I guess we'll go here. Yeah, this game's got really cool sound. I completely agree. Oh, okay. Now I'm naked. There you go. I guess. If I go this way, I get unnaked. Well, how do I get showered then? Is that a chair? What is happening? I know I'm in water. Yeah, and that's a chair. Couldn't chair anywhere else. Okay, we'll figure this place out later. That was weird. It restores your energy. Well, that's nice. That was pretty good. Yeah, you just throw off the clothes and don't even worry about it. Okay, there's a railway now? Am I insane? Was this always here? There's a door out to the bath. Yeah. Apparently there's a, I don't know what that is. It could be a feature. How's the farm? Hey, Barracuda. Going all right. I can't go in there. Okay, good. Going all right. I'm learning. I just discovered an entire area of town I'd never seen before in my whole life. So that's something. Is there anything here? There's a station. I can go in here and I can sit down and wait for the train to come. Okay. Right? Yeah. This crazy. Crazy, man. All right. We're looking for the community center. I feel like I'm in the right spot. I'm going to take the homeless man's food now. I'm a bad person. Kept on changing clothes and dirty old phone booth till his work was. Oh, hey, dropping some Crash Test Dummies. You don't get enough Crash Test Dummies lyrics on this channel. So I tell y'all, you to never give up and stay strong. Some moments may hurt. Remember. Oh, thanks for coming by, William. Very cool of you. Guys can lightning strike you in this game. Wouldn't that be fun? If it can strike, it'll strike me. Hold on, I'm gonna go get the flowers that are over there. Wow, that was loud and scary. Cool. Cool. All right, let's see if I can get anything from these crazy people. All right, step one. We go here. Spring foraging. Nope. Exotic foraging? Nope. Construction? Nope. Foraging? Nope. Nope. Okay, well, not that. Spring crops. Oh, still no. Still no. Why don't you like me? Tomatoes, that's all you want from me? I don't have any hot peppers, blueberries, or melons. I don't have any. Crud. Wow, I thought I was gonna get something. It turns out no. Bummer. What about you? Fish, 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 fish. Okay, that tracks. All right. Well, here I thought it was going to be cool and get a cool thing. Nope. I'll just sell them for profit. And then get a new something. Pickaxe? Sword? Girlfriend? Girlfriends need money. It's not very late in the day. I don't. Maybe I shouldn't go home. Maybe I should give cookies to somebody. Or some okra. Who likes okra? Let's see if she's with her dad. Are you at home with your dad in the rain? I can go to her room now. Oh, she is. Lovely. Man, you get cookies. You are always hungry, Abigail. It's pretty much always. Finally beat the first level of Journey to the Prairie King. Watching you play helped a lot. Oh, that's nice. Let's be best friends. Can you play again? Can we play again? Is that a thing? Can I play? Can we play? Console edition. No. What's over here? Spirit board. Oh, you're gonna do a little bit of necromancy or something. Cool. I picked a weird girlfriend. That's the Rocky. That's her. I agree. She's cute. I have many cookies now. No, that's where I find my cookies. Don't judge me. Of course I need to. All right, let's do a little fishing first. William Afton. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the subscription. Oh. Do I have enough money for the, I think I need to change my bait. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know how this works, so let's... What? Hold on. Do I put the bait on the fish? Heh. Let's throw the chum in the water. I don't know how this works. Exactly. She's not boring. Oh, stop making noises. Throwing me off. Gross. We're gonna go to the mine tomorrow. What's up, bros? Yeah, I don't want to talk to you either. Andy around the farm. Just let her loose in the fields around meal times. Just keep... Yeah! Go knock yourself out. Whoops. Wow, he's tough to get. Come on. Come on. Got ya, sucker. Yeah, pike will fight, man. That is dead on true. I have caught many a pike, and they are fun to catch. Yay, I feel accomplished. And I'm gonna make $1 million when I sell all my stuff. If I get home without getting struck by lightning. We'll see. I haven't got any animals yet because I haven't built any fences yet. Because what's the point? It's 7 o'clock. We could probably go break a couple rocks in the front yard. Work on the back 40 here. That's a noise I wasn't expecting. Oh, am I full? Oh, yeah. Just don't buy her diamonds. Her engagement ring is made of a gummy worm because she doesn't like it. All right, let's go. $1 zillion coming my way. Thank you very much. Put the coal away. Whoop, that's bait. I forgot I even had all this stuff in here. Nice. Oh, what do I do with this? I have a dwarf scroll. Do I give it to a dwarf? Do I find dwarves with it? I'm a girl who plays Stardew a lot. I didn't like any of the guys you can date. Is it bad if my character dated a girl? End up doing something different, but spoilers for the game. Like, is it morally bad? You're in a video game. In a sense, video games are kind of off limb, you know, it doesn't work that way in the same way that shooting or stealing or picking through garbages or you know, unattended mine and like all that stuff also has moral consequences. If you feel a sense that you are like you have a guilty conscience about it, like check yourself with that, you know, like you don't want to keep pushing on your conscience until you don't hear it anymore. That's dangerous. But just remember, there's a lot of stuff happening. Hey, I got money. Spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. Oh, that's too bad. I just made money and now my farm is damaged. Well, it's not too far. It's important to ask those questions, James. You have to ask the question, what do I think of this? Is it important? Should I care? How much should I care? Right? More thunder. If I'm tweaking my conscience, is it me or is it something I shouldn't care about because, you know, maybe my conscience is too soft and it's something I need to suck up? Is it a prejudice that I have, which means that, you know, it's actually a problem, or is it something that I need to go, you know what, if that's a problem, then I'm just gonna avoid it. Thinking it through is critically important. If you're not willing to think it through, you're gonna end up doing stuff that, you know, thoughtlessly, and thoughtlessly is no way to live. A little extra luck, even though my farm is wrecked. Oh well. My throat is about as dry as desert bone. I'm real thirsty for a pale ale. You got one? Regular old beer won't do. I need pale ale. I think I have hops. I think I have one hops. I should be selling all these crops for money, right? Because once I have money, I can do something. Am I correct? Like, there's no point in me keeping them for any reason other than that, right? These things, they take forever to grow. Oh, I got my pepper. What was the other thing? A blueberry. Am I growing blueberries? I don't even know. I think I am. Hey, Pinko. Have you gotten crafting recipe for a keg? No, I don't think so. Thought I'm setting a lender to someone to ask for alcohol is kind of funny. Well, I mean, I theoretically could make it for them. That is a thing I could do. Why is this game gotta be scary, bro? Why? It's unnecessary is what it is. Hops. Oh, there's hops. Hold on. Hold on. I have hops. What else? Can I make something? A barrel. Can I make a barrel? Roll out the barrel. I don't have any barrels. Okay, we're gonna put the hops in here, just in case we need to make some beer. The good stuff, though, too. There we go. Yeah, we'll sell the rest. I got garbage hat. I do. I have the garbage hat. I am wildly accomplished. Drink beer, wanter. I'm on it. Right. You're so jealous. Why? Is it rare? 4 years into your save file and don't have it. Well, that, yeah, exactly. Come back in 6 weeks is right. You're gonna be thirsty for a while, bud. We'll put the bait in the box, and then we're gonna go to the mine. I don't need the fishing pole either. Actually, I'll carry the fishing pole with me, just in case I get emergency fishing pole. Sometimes you need to fish. You know what's hilarious? The fact that I finally got the sprinkler, spent like, what, $1,500 on a on getting it, and then it rained non-stop. It's like when you wash your car. You wash your car and you know that immediately you're gonna be getting, it's gonna rain. All right. Oh, grapes. Lovely. I forgot to pack some to eat on the way. So I only have grapes to eat. Man, that sucks. Maybe there'll be some slime in there. I can get. Level 15 coming up. I need to move my stuff around. Yeah, go there, there, there. And there, there. Cool. Back and forth between the pickaxe and the sword. Because it gets a little dangerous down here. Throwing out the Alanis Morissette. We got Canadianisms in the chat. Let's go. Can you craft? I can't yet. I can't craft much, dude. Like, I have precious few things I can craft. Like, not much at all. Like, second page, it doesn't even have anything. So yeah, I don't think I played enough. Let's go. Flower seeds. We're gonna break rocks, though. We're here for rocks. I need to get my girlfriend something purple. And I'm not leaving without it. Oh, what was that? That scared me. I've been looking at Hannah. I'm trying to. She has not accepted me yet. I got another dwarf scroll. Still don't know what to do with it. If you start getting bat wings, you'll want to save them. The dwarf scroll? Is it an ingredient? Oh, save the. Oh, once you get bat wings, start saving the bat wings. Okay. I hear drippy water, although I also see bugs I need to kill. I only kill the babies. I'm dangerous. Yeah, what did the dwarf scroll do, though? Like, I actually don't know. I need all the copper I can get, because I want to upgrade my... I guess I need iron. I gotta go lower if I want iron. Oh, it's for the museum? I already gave him one, though. I'm pretty sure. And now I have two. Basic retaining soil. I don't know what that is, but I got it now. Well, I have two dwarf scroll level 1s. So, We gotta start the creepy music now? Sure, why not? I don't even care. I'm not scared. Rice shoot. Oh, cool, I got rice. Who'da thunk? Switching out the rocks. And what else can I eat? Not quartz. I'm not Abby. We can eat the slime and the grape. Let's eat the slime. Delicious. I'm terrible at this game. Okay. I looked at this pineapple and now everything's green. One second. I'll look at your sis pineapple in a second. There we go. This game, first time I accidentally threw my fishing rod into the sea, so I had to delete and reload. Second time I didn't realize I could make chests. Wow, I'm getting annihilated here. I didn't realize it. Well, they don't tell you much. Could make chests, ran out of carrying spaces, got stuck. Third time I tried, got lost in the dark. That's rough. That's rough. They don't tell you much though. Like, to be fair, like there is a lot that I don't know, and it's not being very forthcoming. After that, I gave up. Mad Dog Conroy, I made blueberry pancakes. Nice. Turned to the sink to rinse the pan and slosh scorching water into my belly button. Oh no! That's not where scorching water belongs. You should have more subs. I think so too. By all means, tell your friends. It is nice to get that reaction though. To have someone come in and be like, "Why don't you have more subs? Like, you're pretty good at this or whatever." And I'm like, I don't know. Discovery hates my guts. Delicious blueberry napalm. Aw, that's sad. And whack. I think I can probably make steak now. Can I cook the steak? Or do I just have to eat bugs raw? I don't know, because I've eaten bugs in real life. And they were always like cooked in some kind of way. Do a cooking bloopers channel? That'd be funny. You know what? Get away from me. I'll knock you away. Yeah, and you're dead now. Got you. Come on. Back up. Ah. Ha-ha! Wow, that was a lot of work. Ah, thank you, Pinko. Appreciate that. Okay, you have to die. I know what you turn into. How much health do I have? I'm doing all right. This is a big cave. Let's go down. We're gonna get to 20 before we go home. We're gonna get to 20. That is the mission here, right? First things first, go through, kill everything to turn into something that'll kill me. I don't like that. What else we got? Ooh, you must die. I got a rice shoot from killing him. Neat. The only intentional bugs I ate were chocolate-covered ants. Pretty sure I've eaten chocolate-covered ants, chocolate-covered something else. Grasshopper. Yeah, but chocolate-covered makes them a lot easier. I had a crunchy something one time. But other than that, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of bugs. But I feel like I should be able to cook this I got it. I need $10,000 and 500 logs, and then I can get a kitchen. So maybe that's what I'm saving up for. How goes the Stardew? You know, this game is pretty fun. It's kind of cool. It's definitely got the Minecraft vibes in that you never quite know what's going on, and there's stuff that kind of comes out of nowhere. You don't know what's happening until you figure it out. Like, that's very cool. And I don't have to get nauseated from the from doing it in 3D. Plus, it's such a new experience to me because I've never followed any Stardew stuff. I don't know anything about it. So everything that's happening is kind of new and exciting to me. Like, there's a thunderstorm and the rain turned green. What's up with that? That's kind of fun. Oh. I better eat something. Get a kitchen and the ability to get married with the first house couple. Oh, then let's do it. That's important. I gotta get me some chicks. I guess chick. Green raid. It was not good. Yeah, no. Ew, black. Gross. No. It actually made everything really nice. Everything was really green and delicious. So it just, so many things turned into food. I like had, what was it? Fiddleheads. A ton of fiddleheads. Ooh, hello, geode. Lovely. My pocket's full. My pockets are officially full. I don't know what these do, but we're gonna try them. We're gonna try using one. Let's put it right here. Wow, that goes a lot farther than I thought it would. Woo-wee! All right, we're gonna hang on to that. That's pretty fun. There's lots of gray rain days. Rain nearly every day here. How's it? Well, I mean, look, you live there. There, you know where you live? She lives in England. So yeah, it does that. It's nice to see you, Pineapple. How are you? How are things? How's your fam? How was the holidays? I know that can be complicated for you. I'm gonna make bug meat, I think, probably. Can I make bug meat? I can. Bug steak. Oh, I have to trash something. I'll trash these seeds. And then I will eat the bug meat. It'll be delicious. Had some small flying bugs on me last night. We cleaned yesterday and the vacuum was only a quarter full instead of dumping it 3 times. Hiding on dust. I want to get a dust thing for this room. It is so dusty in here. Like, every time I go look at any surface in this room, it is constantly covered in dust and I hate it. Oh, it's very sleepy. I'm gonna go get that purple thing. I need purple for my girl. Then, okay, now we can leave. Yo, thank you, Dusty. Thank you very much. That's super cool of you. Voted for your video in the Nero Awards. Oh, I didn't know there were Nero Awards. I apologize for not knowing, but thank you very much for doing that. That's super awesome of you. Dude, thank you. Very, very, not only do I get a vote, but you threw me some bits. That's very awesome of you. Pineapple says, doing better. My bro has been really unwell. He was sanctioned, but 3 weeks ago, it was as if he woke up from 2-year nightmare. He sorted him. Really? Sorry, that's exciting. He sorted himself out, got things in his house sorted, car service, reconnected back. Seriously? That is so crazy cool. Wow. And if we can go to church with me on Sunday. Bro, that is so nice. For those who don't know, Sis Pineapple had her brother's been sick for a long time, and she's been having to care for him for a long time. And you know, like, you know how you probably know how it works with, you know, like a sick relative or whatever. It is not always super fun. And so to hear that, that's huge. That's great. Oh, that's such good news. Oh, and by the way, when Dusty, did I just pass out on the middle of the road? I did. I tried to get home. I did. But my CRT monitors for attracting all the dust in the room. Yeah, they'll have, true, they have static. That's true. That's so cool. Yeah, that's super fun, Magic and Twilight. That's so cool. Hey, I can get a miner's treat. What's that? Save my progress. Let's take a look. Should be good. I'm gonna have a letter from the doctor telling me I had to drag you off. There we go. We got amethyst for my girl. That's important. We'll get rid of this dwarf scroll. I want to see that recipe for what? Some kind of candy? Life elixir? No. What do we get? I want candy. You said that I have a new recipe. Where is it? Okay, well then never mind. I don't even care. Yeah, oh, I'm back. Hi, Magic Twilight. Did you hear that? I heard that. What was that? Did I shut the door so hard it exploded? Dear Mr. Zen, last night a JoJo team member found you incapacitated. A medical team was dispatched to bring you home safely. We're glad you're okay. We have billed you 638 gold for this service. Bro, that's expensive. Do you want to... yeah, would you do that? That'd be lovely. You know what? Actually, before you do that, let me see if I can Google it up. That sounds kind of cool. Hold on a second here. Nero Awards. Nero Award 2026. They're Nero Awards. Is that it? Nope, that might not be it. I don't know. I should probably put Sama. Nice. Oh, that's the award she's gotten. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to link it because apparently the internet is dumb. Have you got bit by where you got? Have you got that bit where you get a model boat? No. Just wondering, guys, when I got it, I accidentally gave it away to a villager. Your fingers are very buttery during that play. You keep accidentally doing things. I've accidentally thrown up my axe, but I got it back. Well, the boat, I would presume, put it in the water. So long since I heard back from you, dear, they're the same as ever. P.S. I found some envelope with money. All right. So I lost $628, but I gained 500. Thanks, Mom. Accidentally. Yes, exactly, Jim. Well done. 10 out of 10. Oh, I'm so full. Awards at Nero's. Oh, I think that's where I was. I think that's where I was. Yeah, I think that's where I was. I think. Hold on. Yeah, that was where I was. So it said vote with Discord. So it doesn't really tell me much. So you got to go into Discord to be able to do it. That's cool. Thank you for saying so. That's fun. That's really exciting. Especially because with the YouTube thing, I've been a little bit down lately because it's such a, I expected better things from myself. And then I end up being like, okay, the last video got like 48 views or something. And I thought it was worth more. I really did. What are we going to ditch? Retaining soil. Okay. Rock. Okay, bomb. Earth crystal. I probably should save those now. They're probably for crafting. Got a bunch of that. Got a bunch of that. Lovely. I think I can probably just sell the rest. I'm not going to sell the amethyst, though. Because that's for my girl. I'm rizzing her up as hard as I can. Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Okay. I'll put the rest in my pocket. And we're going to plant these because I like planting those. Rice needs to be planted in water. Will it let me plant it in like a real place? HP disabilities. All right, rock and roll. We'll just put this right here. Out of season. All right, cool, cool, cool. How about you? There. Just random. Cool. Okay. We should harvest and then we'll no. Don't eat the hops. It's been raining for so long. Probably because I got the sprinkler. Almost certainly because I got the sprinkler. These look big. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Is that it? Anything else is... Oh, I got one summer squash. Perfection. Can I just sell it all? I should probably just sell it all, right? Voting has already ended for the Neuro Award, so no idea what all was on it. Okay. Voting does seem to have ended today, but watch out for the award ceremony. There's a good chance you'll win. I will. When is it? Well, I would like to watch that. Please tell me when that is, because I definitely want to. Another answer to prayer as well. My sister-in-law diagnosed with aggressive form of bowel cancer in October 2024. She had surgery, and about 3 weeks later, scans showed it growing back, so she started immunotherapy in December 2024. She's still on it, but recent scans showed no sign of the cancer. The treatment stops at the end of this year, so she had to go. That makes me happy. Man, you've had so long with just people needing so much out of you. You know? I'm glad that you are, that things have turning up a little bit. Okay, I think I can sell the rest. We can put the sunflower seeds into the ground. I don't think they're going to have time to grow, but it doesn't do me much good here. Boop, boop. Video announced the awards on the Swarm Scribe channel. Okay, thank you, dude. Much appreciated. Okay, let's go find my purple girl and give her some presents. Are they gonna? They're gonna do. Daryl's gonna do it live on stream, though, right? Like Vidal's gonna do it live on stream, right? I presume. Or is it gonna be a pre-recorded thing? Let's see. Is my girl here? Probably in a room playing video games. I know my girl. God. Uh-oh. You better not be Ronnie. I will take Ronnie behind the bar and I will beat him up. Is that a feature? I'm trying to get married, man. Not easy to do. Oh. So early in the morning. I'm trying, man. Yeah, we gotta go find we gotta go find her. She can't be out in the rain. She must be at the library. Like, how many places can you go that isn't home, the bar, or the library? Ooh. Did I bring something? No, you don't get my amethyst. That is not for you. The local woods and mountains are great places to find wild produce. A good forager will clear out any weeds, stumps, and stones in these areas so that wild produce has plenty of space to grow. Expert foragers know the secret to cultivating wild food is that it can be grown on the farm. Isn't that amazing? I didn't know that. Cool. Good to know. Maybe, right? Maybe she's summoning spirits in the woods. That is an option with her. It's possible. Can I explanation point to find your? Yeah, by all means, exclamation point Discord. It's the taco channel, so it's for the whole network. But yeah, Gordy, how do you catch so many fish? For me, it takes forever. Gordy, you must make the choice to become a true fisherman, and over time, your fishing speed will increase. So you're saying that improving my fishing skill will make my fish faster? Make me fish faster? Correct. One day you'll maybe learn the secret of creating your very own bobbers, improving your mastery even more. Now be gone. All right. I get it. See, I've already donated this one. Source score 1. I have 2 of them. I'm your biggest fan. Are you really? I don't know if that's true. I have children. You see? She's not at the beach. She doesn't like the beach. She likes being indoors. We're gonna have to go look and see if she's with Ronnie. We're gonna have a bit of a row. Nope. Wonder what the dwarfs are writing about. That's the thing. Is it about dwarves? Is it from dwarves? What's the situation there? I think it's worth investigating. I think I'm going to investigate where the heck Ronnie is and where my girl is. Not here. Okay, that's good. Although I don't know where he lives. I literally can't remember. Nope. At least she's not with the guy with the guitar. How do you compete with a guy with a guitar? You just can't. Once she's experienced life as a groupie, is there any going back? The Wizard Tower. Oh, hey, that's a great idea. That's right up her alley. Yeah, I play guitar, I play bass, and got married at age 19. So, yep, can confirm. You just need confidence and a band. All right, where are you at? Man, I got spice berries. Eat the spice berry. No. Pick the spice berry. Oh, wizard. Are you hanging out with my girlfriend? If so, I don't know what to do about that. You get magic, and I only have a sword that I bought for like a discount. Whoop, I went too far. Where are you? There you are. Hey, you see my girlfriend? My mom made an agreement to let me try full time. Sick. You're coming along there, buddy. Be honest with her and ask. Yeah, great. Good job. Yeah, what? Yeah, no kidding. Well, I don't know if she's lost or I'm lost. Maybe I lost my girlfriend. Can they carry? I don't think they can. The bus is broken. So I don't think they can leave town. I've only seen one car, and I don't think it has tires. We're gonna find her because I've got a purple rock for her. Keep in mind, I don't want. Yeah. Well, and you said it's quite a long commute, Poker. So that's even, you know, the fact that she's letting you do that is a big deal. It's like you're losing your phone. I wish I could just call for it. Yeah. Hey, what's that? A rainbow shell. Fun. Man, who's burying books all over town? That's what I want to know. Lucrative. Oh, who are you? Some homeless dude. I'm gonna get stabbed. I'm gonna pick these before I get stabbed. Thank you for doing that. That's very cool of you, man. Hey, my old HR guy. With my mom's email, so I'll be going back to my job maybe for time. Nice, nice. I hope they let you stay there from now on. Dude. Hello. Old Mariner. I've got this old amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready for it, lad. Okay. That and $1.25 will get you a coffee. This is where I start screaming, Abigail! Abigail! And she's like, what? We're not even dating. Be like, I have a rock for you. I know you're hungry because you're never not hungry. Tells me something for dating? Oh man. That guy was my Riz Wizard? How do I get in touch with the Riz Wiz? I'm gonna go back to her store. She must be at home by now. I know where she's not. She's not with Jojo. Joja. Cool. Where's your daughter? Sir, can I ask you a question? I would like to have your daughter's hand in marriage. Is that cool? Get out of the way. You up there? No. Dang it. I'm gonna go make my love nest a little better for her though. Like I've got enough money now. Once I sell tonight's produce, I should have 10K, which will let me get a better house. So I think then I could probably get that mysterious Riz Wizard's amulet. Maybe the bar. Oh, the bar! It was closed when I went, but now it's 8 p.m. So that should do, right? There you are, my girl! Valley looks more interesting in the rain, don't you think? I do think that. You know what else I think? Thank you. This is my favorite stone. It's so pretty. I know you so well. And all the other people can stick it. Bye. I care about one person in this whole town, and that's her. She's going home for dinner, late dinner, 8 o'clock at night. Her family works hard. Something we're dating. Well, if Musical Angel is giving us the hint, it's like a wedding ring. Yeah. The only way to get it is to probably increase the size of your house, and then go get the get from the Riz Wiz, whatever that is. Oop, I've got to sell my stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's nothing creepy. Too bad. Too bad. Why else? Because she's purple. That's the reason. She has everything I want in a girl. Being purple. Water can proficiency, hope proficiency. I can craft an iron fence. I can craft a preserves jar. Basic retaining soil. Being purple is the best. I mean, it is. Is there anything better? No. The only thing I need now is 500 pieces of wood. Okay, it's beautiful today. What's my fortune? Okay, I'm doing okay. When you hit 8 hearts, you can buy flowers from the store and ask someone to date you. 8 hearts! I have some good news for you, said Demetrius. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research in the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over the cliffs? Yeah. Well, I have a way to turn it into something useful for both of us. I'd like to set up the cave to attract the local species. That way I can observe them in a more controlled environment and you can harvest whatever products they produce. I can either set up the cave to attract mushrooms or fruit bats. The bats will sometimes leave fruit for you to collect. Bats are way more interesting than mushrooms. Yeah, we're doing fruit bats. No question. All right, I'll go set it up for you right now. Shouldn't take any time at all. Thanks for letting me do this. No problem, man. All good. Nobody wants to support the local economy slash, you know, science guy. I'm gonna go see how many wood I have. Because once I can do that, then we can be done for the day. Wood, 177. Let's go cut down some trees. Once we have 500 wood, I think she said, I can get myself some a better house. Although I need a better axe is what I need. I should probably go buy that first. But when they take away your axe, it's not like you can actually use it at the same time. The little girl's all, yeah, I can't date the little girl though. She didn't even like me. Every time I go anywhere near her, she's just like, gross. You have old man smell. So, I don't think she'd date me. There's an owl. I just saw it. What are you? I don't want to get distracted, but there's an owl right there. Like an owl statue. Okay. He's kind of blocked off though. Looks like you'll need the upgraded pickaxe to destroy this dense stone. Okay, well, we'll just keep going on these. I mean, I am old man. It comes with the territory. I don't choose the stinky life. The stinky life chose me. I'm gonna have to cut down every tree in the entire forest. This is gonna be rough, man. Yeah, the girl. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she wants to date me. She's a little girl and thinks I smell. That's yours to know. I don't know where it comes from. You mean the owl? Is this something you've never seen? If you watch my video, the last one, I do my very first day in Stardew Valley, and then I went and found somebody who's like on day a zillion, and so it's a comparison, right? Like life before you know what you're doing, life after you know what you're doing. But the stuff she had on her land was nuts. Like it was like acres and acres and acres. Unfortunately, you cannot marry mine. That's not unfortunate. It's a good thing you can. There's a reason we have a law against that. I had a choice between getting more logs. Oh, I have to eat. I'm gonna go harvest some food and then eat it. Because why have a garden if I can't eat from it? Oop. Can I eat this stuff? I actually don't know if you can eat straight hops. Probably not. Does it do anything? Oh, it sure does. I know, I like that. The sounds in this game are stellar. Like, I cannot complain about the sound design. He did a great job. I'm probably not the first to say though. Say so. 387. I have the owl. I don't know where it comes from. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I wish it could get more attention. I gave it I was actually late for stream today because I was giving it more, what I think is a better thumbnail. Hopefully it's at least a more on the nose thumbnail. Like, there's no question what what it's about, if that was going to be a problem. $409. We're almost there. $421. Nice. Cutting down tiny trees. HP was short because I'm dumb and I haven't even eaten yet today. Oh yeah, you got to eat. And eat acorns? And eat that? Well, can I eat moss? Oh, I might be able to make one of that food bar. Can I make a food bar? I can. Nice. We will get there today. It will happen. $451. $464. Whoop, I know. $469. Nice. $492. One more treat. That's all I need. What? What? Why can't I get any trees? 500. I did it. And I have nothing to eat. I will now sluggishly move to my land and get myself a snack. After deforestation project, Abigail is like, sorry, but I'm seeing a troll in the valley next over. He has a car. And yeah, I know. It will be sad if she rejects me. The sadness will be palpable. But I've only rizzed her up. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. Okay, let's go see Pam. Or, yeah, I think Pam. Get up here. Oh. Sorry there, kitty. I've got the money. I've got the wood. I think she's this way. I'm gonna do vlogs now, and I think I've got a couple funny clips. Vlogs are fun. If they're hard to edit though, to make them interesting. They are definitely a challenge. Otherwise, it's just boring, man. Shop is closed for today. I'm at Caroline's place for aerobics club. Oh man, are you serious? Little small towns, man. I can appreciate the fact that, you know, hey, we're hanging out, people are having fun. It's not all about business. That's cool. That's why we don't like Jojo Mart. But still, you know. Yeah, I went to Robin though. I did. I went to the right place at least. Dang it! I can't tell you how many times I have accidentally wrecked my crop by hitting it with an axe. Stupid. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then we're going to raid out to someone else. Anybody got a suggestion as to who we can raid out to? All right. My little garbage can hat makes it look like I'm carrying around like a tray of something. Boom. Not a lot of money, but more than enough. And once it says saved, we're good to go. Cool. Neat. All right. Okay, let's figure this out. Thank you for being here, guys. It's been a fun Monday. I hope you had a good time today. I'm here Monday to Thursday now, from 12 till about 4. And we'll be, tomorrow is Taco Tuesday, so we'll be talking about taco, like content creator stuff. And we're going to keep the theme going. I found a really good, like, kind of social media for taco, like for content creators, kind of the same theme we did today, but specifically for content creators. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. And we're going to keep going on this shenanigans. All right, cool. Let's raid Wolf, and we'll call it a time. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. By all means, please tell your friends. If you want to be part of the class, please do sign up. If you want the giveaway, make sure you check out the giveaway. And yeah, that's the raid. Well, this one looks more like this one, though. That's what this one looks like. All right. Later. Bye-bye. And goodbye, YouTube. Thank you for being here, YouTube. Much appreciated.